koko edi free yema yimu kwambone so a yenya so mfaso no ebetumi acheche omu nyina na yede mafa mra kwanso na saa nyamabone omo ye de say oman no edidi oman ni nya no yetimi etuase and then your friend gold smuggling and answer illegal gold trading and nti machine be before ma gold board to me say obi biara o ye gold adwuma ibi auto and water I will need to me crata from gold board and man of us fine I was see it in the chin of the family council obi biara so e be nya dance say auto gold e de fefa your border sees where Lubune to go border is so the Kwama no to abra all export to Emrakwanso no Yamamran lady. So Jumano, some drop for if it has no more an eye. Now you bet you Bibiano, your bomber mania. Senabaya, ye Biano, also, which Yabamagana for, and yet maybe actually. Nagana for a war information. I bet in your boa made you may a dim near dim kunim. I was a queen. Also so etimi de sa information no amaye nti na ye framework na de de to mani ni se enche ye kra na unyame adom ye sa aso npabonifu bi a ya hwehwe omo ache ye te se omo ne abrofo bi edi kaso bom to good asmogo fi e ma mu akoton a eho abrochiri sika no emma o man ni mu emma yintimi fan ye o my Ghana iye Ghana ni bia odone man ene this information ma ya enam so man sa ekoche yitimi koche abrante ba kwa friend Abdul Razaka na chese ono ena yasoma ne se on 27th or 26th August no ko jigo from Cratchy be no gold board am the license say on to gold and farmer gold board. If you want another damn pine say Cratchy na your friend Bernard Nkoma and the business name NK Benak Enterprise. Takwa and Udini Jumedie no. One abofia ye from Rafmo Gold Limited. Omupenyi pa the donor friend Salam but the dia e wokrata mu Mohammed Nandoli Rafik na sa salam yi wadwumayefo bebre bi Ghana fo bi so India fo wadwumayefo ni bi na ye Mohammed Asfa Putalan ba ko so na ye Abdul Karim ba ko so ye Sadiq Abubakar omakra ba ko so na ye Arimi Yao omo na ye sadwumai chese omo di sika tumumu Emma sa Bernard Nkrumah no kototo gold na gold board ye pe akwa bruchi akoton edi hu sika ba ma Bank of Ghana enye sika dollars edi amomo kokwa so akofa nyema na sidi enya ahoden omo de omo se da bi omo ba smogo ye be ma India fo na chese Ghana sidi no na ni mu wase nti ukodwom na ese nyema bo ayede because dollar akosura yankofo we mu na aye enye bia ko dollar na nke de be ye o man ni ye no o mo ho mpese dollar ne be bo man no kwesi broni be fanko enti o ma ye adwuma ya cha ye hwehwe mu ama ye hu se be boso ni no boso ni nsantemu no gold o ma twa fa mu nko ano about 100 kilograms of gold that is over $10 million that is over 100 million new Ghana cedis for the quantity sikadi mu dia ne tese sika bebre na that is 10.2 million Ghana cedis equivalent to 100 billion old Ghana cedis enti yemuna kudu pempenso bi a etinya achechechecheche omu bi na yede omo akọ court a remand omo be na watwe yenu ye to so court am obo bill but omo da so etwena ban kukumu sanse bill no hye ta ho omuntumi emiti but sa nipa yerehwe omo for sa bone kese we no omu be 9 dia omo de omo akawura bisi na incentives so omo fo nyine ne gu TV ne so no Salam the donor friend Salam and the dean pastor de Mohammed Nandoli Rafik Sadiq Abubakar Abdul Karim and Mohammed Asaf Talan na ene ye framework na ye sremo some of them information akwa bontene bi ati bi se safoi o medi bone kese wo Ghana Police Service any good board for your show. Nti wa wo information bia no e be stress o be ma yesa kan yetini achi obo no ye chi omo wa wo ma information nipa ba ko bia ye be chi ni bia no ye be da wase with Ghana sika 1 million cedis ye titi sika no 10 billion old Ghana cedis nipa ba ko bia be boy no o be boy ama ya chi ni bia no e ho sika ye de be da wase no nti ne ye frame one na de wo ho gida no ye stress wa wo information bia sa afo mo dwuma ba ko mo ye ene so mo siska alaji for na mo ye black market operations no mo ka ho bi mo ana ye go smuggling no nti wo information na media mu wama yensaka na ye fasa akonya we so they are all gold traders mo am license from gold board ne say mo ni emrado so bo a gold board be ba no eno na mo fa nya adwuma na wo to gold so a make sure say we be issue gold board receipt na why you be there come to gold na wo dia magana bai gold na nya wo dia Ghana mrase gold no sha asase mu na Ghana fu ni na dia ena ye de hu tumi ama Ghana mampenyi se ohwe so mai ena Ghana mampenyi aponi bi amamo a mutumi se muntu ntu na ban se you ye na ye nyina ye dia no to ma ye nyi ni free ye tu awka ebo a ye de to no so no the whole world open kura you go the boy ye pa good boy Ghana ye number 1 ye mawo ebo papa nti na wonfa good ni ma ya odba akoma obroni se wonfa na wonfa nkunu na Ghana de isika se enjija enya basa se wo yesa wo so mu a obi ani obeka bibia ibeti emfa won party awo ana gusua wo film ana nipa kwa wo se ye chew se what to good one you receipt ana one issue receipt and rano any obedi no.
Today we gather not only to showcase Africa's immense hydrocarbon potential, but also to engage in a frank dialogue on how best to deploy these resources to advance sustainable development, industrialization, and energy security for our people. Allow me to use this opportunity to commend Sankofa Events and all partners whose tireless efforts have made today's event possible. Hosting this event in Ghana is no mean achievement, and your hard work has delivered a moment of pride for our country and our continent. We also sincerely appreciate the government and people of South Africa who have nurtured this platform into one of the world's foremost gatherings of energy leaders. Ghana pledges to keep that flame burning brightly. AOW has become the premier forum for dialogue and partnerships in the energy space in Africa. Over the past 3 decades, it has facilitated collaboration between governments, companies, and investors, generating networks and business deals of global impact. This year's theme, Creating Our Future Through the United Power of Human Intelligence, is timely because it challenges us to pool our expertise, our resources, and vision to shape a sustainable energy future for Africa. Africa must take ownership of its resources and its destiny. Africa holds nearly 10% of the world's proven oil reserves and significant natural gas deposits, with a substantial portion of these resources remaining untapped. These resources present an opportunity to transform our continent from a primary exporter of raw commodities into a hub for energy-driven value addition, boosting our petrochemical potential and our industrial growth. And yet, paradoxically, more than 600 million Africans still lack access to electricity. Another 1 billion have no access to clean cooking systems. This is a gap we must urgently close if we are to achieve the African Union Agenda 2063 and the UN SDGs before 2030. This makes Africa's oil and gas reserves strategically pivotal, not just for global energy security, but also to address Africa's energy poverty. A continent with the world's youngest population cannot build its industries or create jobs without reliable and affordable energy. Africa must not be left behind in the energy transition. If international oil companies reduce their presence, we must prevent our resources from becoming stranded assets. This requires African collaboration, financing, and innovation. We already have the tools: the African Petroleum Producers Organization, the African Continental Free Trade Area, and the Emerging African Energy Bank. These institutions can mobilize African capital, technology, and markets. They can drive aggressive exploration, refining, petrochemical, storage, and transport infrastructure. Together, they can ensure that Africa's resources fuel African development. Here in Ghana, opportunities abound in the oil and gas sector. Ghana has several sedimentary basins with great prospects. At the Risk Western Basin, where we have the Jubilee 10 and Sankofa Ginyami fields. Recently, we reached a $2 billion investment agreement with the Jubilee and 10 partners, and we're now in talks with the Ginyami Sankofa partners to speed up and expand their activities in their concession area. The Central Salt Pond and Eastern Kita basins demonstrate significant potential, and we invite and encourage investors to visit the data room and review the available information on these prospects. Ladies and gentlemen, it is instructive to note that Ghana, like most African countries, has large unlicensed acreages across our offshore and onshore basins. The onshore Petroleum Basin presents one of the most exciting frontiers on the continent. The Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, GNPC, and its exploration subsidiary, Exploco, are advancing preparations to drill 2 new exploration wells by the end of the third quarter of 2026. This presents a unique farming opportunity for partners seeking to pioneer Ghana's onshore potential. Under my leadership, we're committed to building a business environment in Ghana that meets investors' expectations while safeguarding our national interest. When I took office in January, we immediately signaled to the investment community that Ghana's upstream sector is open once again for business. And we're committed to working with both existing and prospective investors to promote exploration both offshore and onshore. These policy initiatives have begun to yield the needed results. And I'm pleased to share with you the recent renewed interest in our offshore basins. The sector is picking up with increased production of gas from the Jubilee and OCTP fields. At present, 3 super majors are at various stages of commercial negotiation with the Ghana negotiations team and GNPC. This is a strong signal of confidence in Ghana's sedimentary basin, our governance and investment climate. To meet the evolving needs of the sector, we're undertaking a comprehensive review of our Petroleum Exploration and Production Act, which was passed in 2016, Act 919, in response to the global dynamics of the upstream and oil industry. Our goal is clear. We aim to make Ghana's regulatory and fiscal framework more competitive, more transparent, and more investor-friendly, ensuring a fair sharing of value between the state and our partners. In the midstream, Ghana is pursuing bold steps to secure energy reliability. In this regard, our national oil company, GNPC, together with Shell and other partners, are renegotiating the liquefied natural gas sale and purchase agreement to ensure that imported LNG can be delivered into Ghana within the next 18 months. This will end our reliance on expensive liquid fuels as backup for domestic gas, thereby strengthening energy security and lowering our energy costs. At the same time, the government is implementing an accelerated plan for developing its gas infrastructure. This includes investment in pipelines, new processing plants, and storage systems to guarantee sustainable evacuation of gas from our production fields to the market. These initiatives will open up significant opportunities for private investment and strategic partnerships. In the downstream, Ghana's vision is to transform into a regional petroleum hub, and our primary focus is to ensure that we anchor our energy reliability and security through a gas-to-power policy, which seeks to ensure that natural gas becomes the primary source of fuel for our thermal plants. We're also pursuing policies to develop the country's petrochemical petroleum mooring systems and pipeline facilities, in addition to oil and gas refineries. These downstream initiatives are designed not only to enhance our value addition, but also to position Ghana as a hub for petroleum and energy-based industrialization in West Africa. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me be quick to state that we're equally conscious that the future of energy lies in a balanced transition. Ghana is committed to pursuing oil and gas development alongside renewable energy investments, ensuring that no citizen is left behind in the global shift towards cleaner energy technologies. In this regard, I established the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition early in the year to underscore my commitment towards sustainability and climate action. We invite investors to partner with Ghana. We're determined to create an enabling environment where your capital, your expertise, and your innovation will thrive while delivering jobs and shared prosperity. I call on you participants at this year's Africa Oil Week not only to exchange ideas, but to make it a platform for action. The partnerships forged here must translate into concrete projects across our continent. We must act together with urgency and purpose to end energy poverty in Africa, to add value to our resources before export, and to ensure that Africa benefits fully from the wealth that is beneath its soil.
About the Bat TV XYZ, baby, I will show me bia. Also, I will take power 97.9 FM and walk Kwaba at the back of Safidi. So, and pray that you may have to the inside politics Thursday and Tuesday's edition. Now, yet they pray with Yami this year, Nicholas, ya Osioson, over to me, Afro King Nicholas, and there, Aqua Tuesday, 16th of September 2025, year of our Lord. And the baby will be no catch on your bin some country in your be. Namo fan to TVXYZ. Yeah, was satellite platforms so between me be make multi TV a digger box. Saso number patrol be we'll call a year digital satellite and so I'm free to air. No so between me Ashe Jumedi ma PPA it to me Ako and Kaisa. What's war a year Accra, the nation's capital Accra, and put him some part of central Ashanti and eastern regions so Mutie a year 97.9 megahertz. Saso now called multi TV digger box audio channel no so with me Power FM was so a biom na me ka say you stream live or a social media platforms ni na so wo koswa me pacho a Power 979 FM and sana TVXYZ Ghana ni na no you was so bit me ahwe a TikTok and as Facebook you was so pa you did them kama pa I'll bet me ahwe na wetie dwumadi abi you call YouTuber and also you was so did them sa no so bit me ahwe bi wo YouTube ma bibia etumi and Kaisa and to baby will be an Kwaba at the ba a Casafidi so Kaisa na Ghana tia ha na Ghana kasa ha na nseme hia so sa so te eni wina no ye de bro we fi de kase so nti baby wo bia no ma enko so enda ha fi say Ghana be kasa wa ha Ghana be tie wa ha na nsem ni na so aha na me pacho ye de bro emom ye de aseda piesia mo twedi ampo nyankopon no ebiom ma me mfa aseda mo dupa me mfa ma the production team a omo bo mechi do ma me di dwumadi bro the executive producer himself your friend Mr. Kelvin Asante ono so obo mechi do ye papa ansa na TV director Mr. Ralph Jampo ye ko MCRY ye be hu Peter Cranton elder Pentecost elder pa ansa na sound ye Emmanuel Kisi Kodeshie baba anase your friend say me no your friend say hwene uske you hwuske Abbas baba Abbas Ashaman boy hwuske ono so oho me ba cameras a me hu me nua ketwa bia man friend e dia na ni team aye de pa de bia na wa hye no white top edi owo ha ansa na me nua no so oni mi tu kwan ko gya me yie eni me ye ni na wie ye Elvis man gamanche nana pa no so owo ha gamanche nana fo me no mu wie ye me nua lazy tego gamanche ne ba no ne baba nti ono so ya gamanche ba ho nti wo ba studios inside hadia gamanche mankwa na ofi gamashi na ofi hemfa yo nti de etene no omo na wo fia ha omo bo mechi do ma me de dwumadi de bro na information bi ekoso ebehia say ye nyina no ye besom yi na yahwe ne yi according to report no Ghana's regional HIV estimate na ehu pa which say HIV no spread pa or say it to me yahwe ne yi endru bibia beka so te pa but we ye bibia or say shenin so ebehia sent to bia be hu ne HIV status very necessary because what share reporter abana na kwanya HIV no enam nkofo to youth and among the youth ages from 14 going hard really pa me patcho one sha men yo me che say one sha abstain because hard really but a be fe essential obeko this time hospitals in be okra free media nche mesraban say moma yenya no compulsory say obia ntumi check no hu ni HIV status because yade a hard really kwan a edi nkofo nya no mesramu a ba time no mba no nkasa nkola no so youth no how HIV ne koso na hard really yi anti moma yin na ye hwe ye hu yi one sure men yo abstain anti the eternal one worry amen yet no mo so amone multiple partners and mingle no so mo hwe ne obi ho mpe no ho asemu but wo be hwe no obi ekoti abde abeka no ha dwene ye nti moma yen hye ne nso pa because wo hwe records anase regional HIV population a no ha ade ha dwene Ashanti region 73,245 Sasu na Greater Accra region 70,885 Sasu na Eastern region 47,000 866 Western region 25,620 Central region 24,881 Volta region 20,949 Bono region 19,173 Bono East 14,273 Western North 10,619 Ahafo region 8,405 Upper East 7,953 Northern region 6,941 Oti region 5,877 Upper West 5,772 Savannah region 3,135 and Sana Northeast so 2,122 anti the eternal na empenifo ne de wo hwe Bono regional yes empenifo afem no mo nya ne empenifo pa na the lowest crash ewom no so northeast anti we besre ye kan we na aboma 346,120 population no we mo cry yo mo makọ hospital yetumi attest no mo hu so mo ye positive we ye nwa o makwa ya record na nipa o mo de na mo de bebre enti so oni obi nam no multiple partners ebi kra wo tiri mo fine obetumi di amaw saa so na wotu ni obi nam na sebi wa oye we na yenye we nam kwala no sesia youth no school fo no ade ye pa mo de nemu na ade ba ko so aka nse enye sebi wa yenim se mpam agro no de eno na kese na anka se de spread na mo so obi o ha obi use blade na etwa obi na de ama obi sa niema ni na no enye wo ko barbering shop sterilizers ni bi kura barbering shop ne de asay na wa hye de ade atum 1 minute ne meka ho obi ho so a enche clipper no wo betumi de atum be 5 minutes na etumi ahwe na etumi ekum bibia wanu bia so ye na om de atu obi tiri ho me de chema advice so bia betumi wiska na wato clipper na wo de you de wo de coffee wo smoother na wo de akofi kama nti ye mpese HIV no be hani Ghana yetimemfo ye mpese HIV no be kunipa because we say Ashanti region any greater Accra regions na mepacho omulidi we share difference no compared to Eastern region that na doso nti moma ye abstain na say ye ndru ya man ye abstain wan hye so amenye na yenye ne sa na ye nyina so ye mbo ye ho kokko na nhwe ne fi say HIV AIDS no etiase na ye ntwe ye ho emfiri ho ma mentwa me ho embrace si ana me ba ensem go bamba so ebedi ho nkomo. But TVXYZ Saturday power 97.9 FM baby awa wo hwe bibia no memwa kwaba edeba if you kasi so na me pacho ndaka Tuesday na 16 September no ni sir wo call Asante Manto mu a Asante man omuchi eni so ye papa fi say Queen Mother odema Asante man ye mame enche kra na obu kompo anase okokura sa no mbeka no Asante kasem Asante himanana kunedu ya dom the third odan ni kire ban 11th of August yana Asante man de betudwa say Asante hima watua nananom wo ekura nti make us say dotiye no ahyase enra no mudi kan share day 1 ekoso endeso sa anra ye hu akomfo ahorowa no mo kom nananom akomfo no mo kom Asante mem na kwaku bonsam na ekyese fetish priest ahoro bebre nankasa no mo kom na omode boa nti the late Queen Mother de ma Asante Kingdom and Asante man nana kunedu yadom the third make us say ye no go so ekoso pa ye ono no the 14th Asante hima na the elder sister of Asante hene otumfo say tutu na sister ofi mo Thursday 7th August 2025 onya 98 years na omo announce say wewu the 11th of August 2025 na wokwhwe incantations ahro homage ne niema ekoso day 1 no ekoso ye na se anese weni and said ye catchero Asante himaya wenya ne baby kwei ye friend no na kunedu ya dom the third oyade obedi nana afia kobi sewa ampem the second obedi na de 2017 after 39 years of reign nana efia kobi sewa ampem the second obu neni chere ban na okọ ekura no na nana kunedu yadom the third ono so obetumi ebedi ade na odidi manti the 1 week observation equal so 21st of August 2025 wo Menchia Palace na make us say the 14th kwesi 18th na ya dia Menchia Palace wo Kumase na ye no koswa bibia edidempa according to planning committee no mo chesa Asante hima omo laying in state wo Menchia Palace o biema obibia betumi akọ ekukudame mpenimfo nyina etumi afale paste ne body ne kama pama ama bibia etumi akoso wa Asante mem nti na ye ne de eyade a asante hene eti akonyoma o receive homage ne condolences ahro edifi eye all works of life nti eye Thursday no mu de ye ni na beba no mu wi a mu de asante hene akopa ne krabio wo eye Bantama Royal Museum eho na sa kwakopa ne krabio ma bibie tumi akonkan nti we ye 4-day burial right ya to ne den doti ye for the late eye asante hene na ama kunedu ya dom eye the third nti na ye no guso ekoso wo menhia na atumi draw thousands of monies from all across of Ghana and beyond or motumi aba eye no ekoso nti wa wo hwe eye kasamfoyini eno na be pacho bebre eguswa na yehwe wo television so no enti waso betumi afa mu asante memu na wo kɔ hɔ de ana wa hye tuntum ana akɔkɔ ma ɛwɔ hɔ no mpanifo di aba no nti ade ano so ɛkɔ so yie papapa wo asante memu a sabi wa ɔmo asante hene ba ɔkɔkura nti ɔmo agya no nti na de tu a dwumadie no ɛkɔ so papapa a ɛkɔ so yie nti yɛma asante yakɔ asante hene asante man na yɛmɔ yakɔ papapa say make us say nana hima wadan ni acheban nti meko so asante manto mono na make us say the chief of staff honorable Julius Debra papa the chief of staff launch regional stakeholder engagement on ethics and anti-corruption jumedi so etumi akoso na watumi RFM President John Dramani Mahama the commitment to fight corruption and niema bia emwa na and I say esi omana no ni development trade to Ghana's development titi jumedi akoso a mepese yebeko na yakohwe the chief of staff honorable Julius Debra abra otumi launch regional stakeholder engagement on ethics and anti-corruption yanko na yanko hembra.
Since inaugurating the working group on 3rd July 2025, I have closely followed your progress with admiration. The commitment and energy you have brought to this task. For the 4th day retreat at Peninsula in Akosombo, to the sessions in Accra, and through countless formal and informal engagements, reflect the power of teamwork and shared purpose. Together, you are crafting a blueprint that will shape Ghana's ethical future. A national ethics and anti-corruption strategy and implementation plan that will enable embedded accountability, transparency, and integrity into the very fabric of our institutions and society. His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama, remains resolute in his vision to build a resilient economy, one that will create jobs, strengthen infrastructure, and position Ghana to compete globally. Ghana is open for business, and we are actively seeking strategic investment to energize our local economy. But let us be honest, corruption is the greatest threat to this ambition. According to the Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition, our nation loses an estimated $3 billion annually to corruption. That figure is twice the amount of our yearly foreign direct investment inflows, which stands around approximately $1.5 billion US dollars. This staggering loss deprives us of the very resources we need to build schools, hospitals, roads, and create decent jobs for our youth. Similarly, corruption also erodes investor confidence, clogs our institutions with inefficiency, and undermines the very trust that holds our democracy together. Corruption is the silent force that stalls progress, drains public resources, and drives our youth to seek opportunities abroad, even in countries that once looked up to Ghana as the leader. We must confront this reality. The previous NACAP from 2015 to 2024 taught us valuable lessons, especially about the dangers of underfunding and weak political commitment. That is why NACAP 2026 to 2020 has been placed directly under the office of the President to ensure that implementation is not just monitored, but also prioritized. Yes, government resources are limited. We face daily demands to fund health, education, roads, housing, and other critical sectors. But we must recognize that corruption prevention is not a competing priority. It is a fundamental one that ought to be achieved. If we fail to protect our resources, we will never have enough to build the schools, hospitals, and roads our people deserve. We will never create the decent jobs for our youth. We will never realize the 24-hour economy as we envision. Recent events, including the exam mob practice as exposed by Joy FM, reminds us that ethical decay is not confined to our institutions only. It is creeping into our homes, our schools, and our future. That is why ethics must be central to the new plan, not just as a policy, but as a national culture. Let me be clear. This government is committed to founding this National Ethics and Anti-Corruption Action Plan, because founding ethics and anti-corruption is not a cost. It is an investment. It is the surest way to safeguard our limited resources and optimize them for development. It is the only way to ensure that Ghana's transformation is not just promise, but something that must be delivered. Therefore, I urge each of you to be candid, practical, and bold in your contributions. Bring forward the best ideas, share your concerns, and help us design a plan that is not only implementable, but also truly reflect the aspirations of the Ghanaian people. Your inputs will ensure that this strategy is not another document on a shelf, but a living tool that transforms governance and restores integrity to our nation. Together, let us make this the turning point in Ghana's journey towards integrity, prosperity, and national pride. With that, I officially launch this regional stakeholder engagement and invite every Ghanaian to contribute to shaping this historic plan. While seated, I got engaged with lawyer Samson Ayenini, and he was telling me that during your previous engagement, sometimes you could end up disagreeing and arguing for hours before you arrive at a decision. And I said, I think that's the best way to go. It's too easy for us to agree. If we all come singing from the same voice, yeah, I don't think we'll be achieving anything. So whilst here, please continue to disagree to agree. By so doing, you come up with the most refined objectives and plans that will help our country to achieve what we are aiming at.
So the Chief of Staff, Honorable Julius Debra na yete and Nkano, we engagement course with the National Ethics and Anti-Corruption Working Group, course or Accra International Conference Center, and Ensemble Brenano the two or Trey say abina a crowd effective strategies and implement plans on person the build transparency, a bear may to me fight corruption ye and who semi been or the two jano and the says ya no ye said now or stakeholders in prioritizing to fight a corruption and na bibia into me and na banish any swadi no into membra na bibia into me enko and cancer na yet what a jume ediene swa and that's His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or Kati sword for the big push road project cost dodoa afienya dowenya kwine so na chese abino mo kan no. Oh yeah, pa, because big push no, and yet dodo wa fienya the wenya crime pe Ghana for nina until ye could her way back. Ye bem who said potem so ibi kwaswana. Young His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a bra or Kati sword. And he says yadi asem da PM say dodo wa fienya the wenya a quino ebe dim ye remra.
Mr. President, we told contractors and consultants everybody who would take part in the big push would have to take a very good insurance cover against your project. If you fail, we shall cash the insurance to repair the roads. Both contractors and consultants. And Mr. President, we beg, if any contractor runs to you that we have been tough on him, tell him to go back to site and work, because we shall never be tough on you for nothing. We will only ask you to do the right thing. So all contractors, we are your friends. But you will have to do the work. Let's once in the lifetime of Ghana, let us do something that we are all proud of. Build roads that last.
Inti Minister in charge of roads, Honorable Abuja Govins, Onona Yate Nenka no Ode Semno Etudano. Yabesan so Edi Asemi Chief His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Onoso Akasai, Abromukati Sordano, Yinti Samo de Tudanambra.
There are few wheelbarrow contractors who have come to me. Oh, I hear they're distributing projects under the big push. I want one. I said, my friend, this is not for wheelbarrow contractors. You are my friend, but I won't give you because it's not for wheelbarrow contractors. On this road, as I said, it's Oswald Investments Limited. And I can say with my hand on my heart that he is one of our best local contractors. The good thing is he works with speed. He works very fast, but he doesn't compromise quality. And so I want to assure the people of Dodowa, Fienya, Dawenya that you have on your road one of the best Ghanaian contractors doing your road. We've given him 24 months to finish, but he has whispered in my ear that he'll do it in shorter than 24 months. And I want to assure him that payments will not be a problem. This year, the Minister of Finance, on my instruction, put aside 13.9 billion cedis, almost 14 billion, for the big push alone. Much of that money has not been used yet because we're still packaging and going through procurement. And so we're going to roll over that money to next year. And next year, we're going to add 30 billion cedis to the 14 billion cedis. And that's why I say payments will not be a problem. But next year, we're adding other sectors to the big push. And these include the health sectors, this includes the education sector, it includes the agriculture sector and agribusiness, and it also includes the sports sector.
I see John Dramani Mahama, big push nana. I shall see ye, John O'Cow, ye, or you'll say, oh, you're big push. And no, says you had make us say, a dodoa, a fienya, a doya. Over to you. Says ya mo kwano ebedemusa. Na big pushy enye dodo wa fienya eye dowenya kwan kra. Atwa peti bebia. Na wo hwa aban ankasa initiate se opese kwan ahuru bi kra na otume ye ani na big push program ye ka ho ye hwa ye Kumasi ye Accra Kumasi expressway no so omuguso amoye new alignment wo so ansa na Accra outer ring road Kumasi outer ring road no so the dem sa ade so achi amanfrom bridge connect to Afam Plains area ho no so edidem sa ye kwa ni rehabilitation and upgrade of Kaswa Winneba road na say the me kwata kwa basa anti kwan me nam so a me kwata kwa de basa abugu so ye adwuma pa and Chinese for any good rehabilitation of a fanko nsawom road dual carriage way and also eguso so na dualization of takrade agunam kwanta junction and also edam sa na construction of swami interchange any local roads ahro mo ye and sana construction of national route N18 Wahen road and also eguso pa na yakwaye nima it be a construction of a new bridge on Oti River Dambai and also Omuguso Sasona rehabilitation of Wahen road and also Omuguso upgrading of Tumuhemle road and son upgrading of Tumuhe Laura road reconstruction of Navrongo Tumu road and also Eguso Sasa rehabilitation of Techimai and Konsia Mwenchi road and also Omuguso rehabilitation of Wenchi Sola road and also Omuguso construction of Sunyai outer ring road Sunyai outer ring road and also Enyezio and this in a chassis na nanado mobile ni ba umieja to but NDC aban aba obetwa so eye sunyan ring road no bi anim ejuma NDC aban aye e de abo mo saa so na construction of outer eye ring road wall Ashanti region Kumasi and Impotem rehabilitation of Bin 3 Nampanduri road no so omugo so na rehabilitation of Dodo Pepesu Nkwanta road samaboni ya monfenteme so na rehabilitation of Atimpoku Esikuma junction road rehabilitation of Esikuma junction Yirasi road so na reconstruction of Yirasi ho Titrinu road no so egusosa akosombo Jakiti kundi kope road no so omugoso Esikuma enum busu Palemi road no so omugoso pa ansa na upgrading of Adome bridge to Akomufie road no so omugoso ho Peto road rehabilitation of Peto Afia Dayaba road yo the ansana realization of Winneba Mankesim road ono omugoso pa wa obefa yefi kaswa ko Winneba junction saso na ufi Winneba ko Mankesim no so omugoso Cape Coast Takrade road no so asaipa edwanfo omoba meyi om se kin Takrade mo kwan na asaipa o na me say CP na construction pioneers then ache na Shanti aban agye atomo be en foforo saso na rehabilitation of Mankesim ejuma ko Bremane Sikuma Aguna Siedro road and also edidem rehabilitation of Tema Flower road edidem rehabilitation of Dodowa Afienya Dowenya road on yaka ho asem no oyibi Apollonia any Afienya road no so omugoso enche Elibo road omugoso sa dadia so Akontombra road and also omugoso Ajofia ose kojo Chrome road se hwene ne Potembo saaso na enche Petit road omugoso bedi akon junction cam 15 se hwe asem na making se hwe Adabo Chrome tini na no is under big push ekoso kama pa enti umpe we na opede ye say oka obey you enti big push no akwan na de omo be ya mo minim say we mamede tu dwe Ghana baby to be abenya ne chefa no one say bobom paata aban we His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on an appointee say twan ho ahia ye besra nkwane ahoden ye de amom no motumi aboa na omotumi ahwe na bibia ye ni so ade hunu bia no etumi aba because akwan no omo ye papa wo hwe kasoa eko your friend is saying Kaswa ko Winneba Junction from Winneba Junction kosi Mankesim how omo ye kwan e bra adwene ntiase so enche na nipa bebre na na complaining say oh poku ase kwan a wode ko nsawomi kwan na gige kwan na ye basa niema nkoso sesia no oka oyenti wahwe ne contractors no akasa wonam kwan no so a wankasa yese enye yes wo hu se edwuma ekoso pa na kuma ase kwan no aban no mesine ni so no okyerese expressway no so obeye wo kokuma ase a wonam kwan no so a na oda so sa won se nan se hu se o metwa kwan fofora no so wonam so wodem sa ekosi kumase ko kumase kwan no so nye eno na eka ho ma accident ahro aba no but His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 8 months yembo na baso obo adwuma yie papa adwuma wa bon e bra adwene ntiase so nti the big push program no kwan under the big push program I be ka ye ho a honorable Kessel Atoforsen, doctor, my minister in charge of finance, or the two Jano Bina Mississippi, so Edema, wono, idea air cost ye. Now, was who be who say, no crack, was who put him, was who be a war, a quino or more, ye, a bino or by so best of my Ghana, and see, what share, teach you, what share to say, you, what share, answer His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, reckon, what share, to say, Kaswa Winneba Road, ya. Ade a omoka keke na contractors kra na yentu omoka omo initiate yentu obi eka ene meka ho ebi ni nsawom afanko nsawom kwan so no so but aban ne baaye no wa committee to that nti wa mo muska so mo mfrenhwe emfanye adwuma takra de agran kwanta kwan sesia ufita kra de kra ekọ eyitakwa chenche be 45 minutes 1 hour so etisɛn says you mu yeni na apon wan insue na ebe na fa bridge na so ina we call ho ina akotu ana mo hu sɛ omo bo adwuma yensan kwache His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and sama waka e dey afa big push no yentie mra.
In the campaign, towards the closing days of the campaign, I passed on this road, and I myself saw how the road was. And I remember we held a rally at Afienya, and I made a definite promise to the people that when I come, if there's one road, I'll start first. It's the Afienya, Dawenya, Dodowa road. So today is promise delivered, a promise made, promise delivered. This shortcutting also covers the first phase of the Tema Aflao Road, the dualization of the Tema Aflao Road. And so the shortcutting covers that too. Then it also covers the dualization of the Ashaman Asuchari Road. That one is already ongoing. There's a contractor on it. And so the road will continue. It also covers Oyibi, Apollonia, Afienya Road. Then we also have Dodowa, Somanya, and Somanya Town roads. And then we have Shire Hills, Doriumu to Dodowa Road. There are other roads in Greater Accra that have stalled. And as I said, we've packaged them. They were ongoing roads, but the contractors have not been paid for a long time. So most of them have demobilized. So we've repackaged them and added them to the big push. And this includes, for those of you who know, Domi Kitasi Road. That is a road that goes from Domi Kwabenya, and then you go through and you appear on the hill at Ashesi University, Kitasi, yes. Then, as you know, about a week ago, I was on the Ofanko Sawam Road. We have added that to the big push. The contractor has been giving money. Work is progressing satisfactorily. We also have the ongoing Adenta Dodowa Road dualization. We have captured that under the big push. I think that's one of Oswald's projects too. Adenta Dodowa Road. We've captured that in the big push. Then we have the beach road from Black Star Square to Tema. It's also captured under the big push roads. It's popularly called the Beach Road. Yeah, that one too has been captured. Now, the contractor on this road, as I said, is Oswald Investments Limited. And I can say with my hand on my heart that he's one of our best local contractors. The good thing is, he works with speed. He works very fast, but he doesn't compromise quality. And so I want to assure the people of Dodowa, Afienya, Dawenya that you have on your road one of the best Ghanaian contractors doing your road. We've given him 24 months to finish, but he has whispered in my ear that he'll do it in shorter than 24 months. And I want to assure him that payment will not be a problem. This year, the Minister of Finance, on my instruction, put aside 13.9 billion cedis, almost 14 billion, for the big push alone. Much of that money has not been used yet because we were still packaging and going through procurement. And so we're going to roll over that money to next year. And next year, we're going to add 30 billion cedis to the 14 billion. problem. But next year, we're adding other sectors to the big push. And these include the health sectors, this includes the education sector, it includes the agriculture sector and agribusiness, and it also includes the sports sector. So under agribusiness, we're going to build irrigation systems for all year-round farming. One of the reasons why we're not able to achieve food security is we farm for 6 months of the year, and then we sit at home for another 6 months. We want to transition so that when we plant and harvest, we plant again and harvest all year round. That's when we can assure food security for Ghana. Aside from that, we have earmarked district roads for improvement. And so we have selected 166. Allow her to come. That's a member of the Council of State. Hey, Her Excellency, come. Come for Madam. I go over here.
John Dramani Mahama na yete anase yehu se okasa efa no eye dodo afienya eye dowenya kwan no so no wa hwehwe bebre no na mfonyin no so na etwagu a wo hu bi nti eye ade a big push ne de ekoso ya kwan a ha ye nkofo complain fa ho ina no big push no ebehwe mo ma ye kwan ne kama pa na wo so wani etumi age na meka wo se big push ya no or the copy mo baby so nti say and also yenya feed na ya de be fam wo hu say big push no esi form na esi form dia na kwan ne de ni na ye beye magana ye de ye nam so a yesu eni age na hu say no kre o my Ghana ye di ano no yes emre ye be comedy mafo eye herbal hospital na ye ne omo ekodi enkomo make us say Dr. Ketwa wa ha Dr. Ketwa it saying Bibi aboko de bia me ka se eye me anti bi owo aboso your friend anti akua jubi oti mon ka no ntumi nante o paralyze kura o buy sika kuma bi etua ye nti de bia no o show bia o hu se mo television so a mi di ma fofo o me be dia mo do nyame wo mi
yes
e bi dia na wo
beda se na mamenchia wahefo ene watiefo ena no pay na se baabi anopa na ha de enwumre mu ane akuro nti no mamenchia obi biara wo hwe enwumre nso ene omo hwe anopa yi enso ewo wiase afana baabi a na yemisa se medimafo ba hospital ni wapomoden etesen na de tia no se yeden haban enubina enuahini ena ye adwuma wo medimafo ba hospital Dr. Tanda so da no ena enu edi enkomo yi asiyene makomakomi no ye opoko asemayura won kran ha kuma ase abu akwa atwuma ago school junction anu nti obi a oyare wo ayare tete wo anamposa wo nyare abrana ba hwe onipaduanum se ede na ekoso wo onipaduanum afei yehu de adekode ekoso wo onipaduanum ayden haban ma enubina ene nua hini atu ase de ama wo Natambia meka se uko obi ho se meni aboa me na tie haban fama me na me mfansa me yafun yara me mfansa me ho yare ya wo se uko obi a okasa haban tena haban so tena kasa na upo obi wo Ghana wiase nyina okasa haban tena kasa pacho unko nya medima fa ba hospital Dr. Time da so unko nya ho esan se ewobra edi nturo no no Adam ana afe Eve omo enso ekọ so tena ase na akoba ase wase omo free edi nturo mu ho na wonu mu kọ no ebra omo be kọ no ka kire won se mu kwakodi duaba no na mudi aduaba no wie a ohawo ne yare ahodo bebe ne padua no mfa haban no emfa nsasa yare no fa free ne padua no esan se no wonim se ebra ye edidi akọ ne padua no eduru baabi a baabi betomfom so ne padua no baabi be chia na eden haban no e de treat de free wode amam nti efretete ene haban enubna ye de ye nduro e free shase enye sesia na e shase nti e bi obi ka se o na abibiduro ba da ba yampa cho hye so se efretete ene baaye na obra ofre Dr. Tamda so se doctor bra na me do ba ye wiase nyina heba afo nyina eja heba doctor ba ko pe o wiase nyina no nti ena se no yare bia ba medimafo a na edwane anu nti sɛ obi wɔ betena se a empo no sɛ doctor ne nipa no kasa wi a wɔ se doctor mo ma maduro bare me ho atɔ me esan tumi a onyame de ama me Dr. Tam da so ntia me na kasa enne doctor Okumase nyame adom ɔkyena pacha obeso aba poko asema yira obetimi aba Thursday obetimi aba poko asema yira sanso na obetimi nso Akokumase bua kwa atwuma ago school junction nyame adom this Friday no premium service maso Accra esa sa premium service ni ya na baso Accra ha this Friday maso ebeba so ni next week ni following week no na premium service which ya 200 Ghana cedis for registration oba ya time ya show no ba na be hu doctor obi si mekwa adwuma meba after 6 after 5 pacho safo no premium service no betimi aba nyame adoma this week Friday maso until on the 19th maso agise the following week and sana premium service abaso na emu no oba ayaresabia normal one say bia onye se chenchira chopeso hu doctor pacho bere bia betimi aba na Dr. Tam da so ne ten say 21st of this month kwasiada de animu Dr. birthday Kwame Nkrumah birthday Dr. Nso birthday na sa birthday we na me kan kire say on 22nd September no ya Monday di animu Kumase na celebration and yedi kan no ekoso eno ntimo mo ba Ashanti region na mo free voter region dem ba Accra ha na mo free northern region Savannah afa krampo no baby to say western north and a part of western region no ebeko Kumase mo enchi afa elibo fon kra metima ba Accra ha say mo je ma o man pe boy so metima ba Accra ha mo ko border no so metima ba Accra ha ba no ebia mo akontomra nkwanta sa debi so gaboso na afa krampo so no free oba board there asanwene so asanko ho nyina mbaba Kumase na mo so maba beje machede ho na tian say enipa makomako 100 on 22nd Monday dey ni mo be dikan wo medima fa ba hospital ayarasabia Kumase no emu 70 32 inch television ayachede Dr. Tache afei emu 30 no mobile phone Dr. de mamu Galaxy eno de mamu mu 30 na complete 100 no 100 mechi no afei achede ahodo bi te say mu anwane sa ne o ma aka nyina beto so ho na nyame adoma Accra for de no 2nd October eno ukuada na 2nd October no pacho Accra poko asema ira for no omo so say 100 people medical bar no pana no 100 mu 70 LG television 32 inch television mu 70 30 akaro LG Galaxy phones no ye nipa 30 akaro na complete 100 afie mu amakaro de weje mu na weje we obi ebusa say ayara sane beje na chede nso kai say Bible say omamu wanhyira sene ogie enye se monyama na boroso na wose mo chema afufuro nya bi na ebom ne ya mmoroso mfa maamo a bia wuye hu se wuye eno na wose ode cha no nti me Dr. Tam do senye so wanyama na boroso nti no wo cha ade na ebom no oyobi a o cha ade dada ofiri cha ade enye ne eno nti enye ne so no obeche television na enye ne na obeche mobile phone medima fa ba hospital for the first time Ogana bako se mo na yara sabia ba ko a o sa yare no o cha wade medima fa ba hospital nyatano sa car da so no car no de obi a waba medima fa ba hospital no waba no munura ododo na o de 10 bottles ba no age coupon ba ko se empo me no ka sa wo bottles ma ko 200 na wo a kai sa o ba beji coupon ma ko 20 o de ba woji coupons 20 eno nti o de ba woji coupons nyame adom 21st no eduru wo coupon no do so wona car na ye o de car na ye ba akopɛ nti wona car no ye o de ye simple as that enye sa bia me de ama we na me de ma da bi nya sa na tie o person ne di nkomo obi o wa enamu yare ya tete no obi atigo no o treat ya nko obi nso syphilis we treat ya nko brahizia obi treat ya nko saaju nso moja no wan hwe ye ba wo so a afa krampo no ebe wiase na awobema no so ye bema na bema no airphone na ho odin so te na ekofom na eye ketoa fabra ndimafo ba hospital sabra hais na beto ase ade ama medimafo ba hospital obi hwe me wa amane no ase na number be na betumi afra medimafo ba hospital number na wo TV no so no wo person from WhatsApp a wo be fra 0244 77 4282 wo betumi afra WhatsApp na normal call 0244 7272 and 0500 727215 0500 727215 number toso miensa aye 0245 449592 0245 449592 aye medima for ba hospital ene no edi enkomo no na ye opoko ase mayra kumasi abu akwa atwuma ago school junction ye no di enkomo yi be ma bi owo a henia wono so ne henia ni ntinetam bi ode abono ho safo no hia na wanhwe ya wo hia no pe wanhwe abeka se na japade enso nya na japade bra abibidiro haban enua hini doctor manana ne afri ni padua no oba bi owo a pacho so oni atenka mini atenka ntina nkwada nketoa ena age ne kunu bra me di mafra ba hospital ede ntina oni atenka wo cells no omenye active na hormones no omuntimi nya adwuma ho bra me di mafra ba hospital ebia na koko na ekoso saade no esa se koko nso timi ya saade no bara oba ni ahwehwe oni padua no ma afa ni ehu ba bia oha no wo ansa ne amoaduro hye no so ma me se medimafo ba hospital di medimafo ba hospital no ye mfiti preko pese ya ma waduro oba se mitipa no ya ma waduro ntisa ya ba hwe ni padua no ho oha no ba bia firi ansa ne amoaduro eno nti na doctor ma waduro a na afa wo sha obosome a bosome no kwasansa bosome no enduru na ho ato osha na otwemie no a se so obi se ne kidney ase ya ka kire se o kidney enye ye bie mbram di mafo ba hospital se ne onyankopon tie nie pa se enipa ya ka na ka ase na enipa ne siesie onyame aboni padua na accident na se ya wontumi nsiesie obetumi asiesie na odi fa obi so no asiesie eno nto obi o se me yare na makotena so de meje mpai ba ma me tie me ye pa mpai ba ye hia pa empo oba me di mafo ba hospital ne amu adura ye kan chiro sa wo ye muslim anampo ye christian enne aibia belong to be an kan chiro say e so obude empire nso ka ho esanse e honhom ade abra wo no maduro no pacho yare na beko e honam de a obo empire agu aduro nso boa krampo sa yare enu nti no memfa nkoda asore fie se me bo mpa ye se yare na beko e bia na enya honhom yare na ehona mu de na afa kwakwo wato bram di mafo ba hospital na ye mo ne ntwito kama me ate no se be ma bi o ho a be ma no se me no kasa se si yare be ma na se ne me ma sem wo fom so me ma sem wo fom abram di mafo ba hospital ne ye mo na ntwito be ma nkosha ho akonfo se wo kasa wo ni sikante wo sha ma wo sisi nya adwuma wo chia wo betena ye mo aduro anya aphrodisia e bo wa twito kama pa o ha no te sen obi oso oni ba bra me di mafo ene doctor metro nchia nhira nka nyame o wosoro no obo osoro no obo asase se do doctor dam tam da so de ma no etu yare bia se de free ene padua no ye de usini akọ ye mom no be ma efon esua no oba 5 days pe e me di mafo heba hospital ye numbers no 0244 77 4282 0244 77 4282 and 0500 727215 0500 727215 Amy Dimafo Heba Hospital Dr. Time Edaso opening ebedase
enti Dr. Time daso na yeti omon kan me difma for Heba a hospital me ba cho nko dia atwana monako na wa wo ko bekasa King Nicholas kan me dima for a Heba hospital bo mo hombodin yi omo munya wo yi awo omo mo yare ahro ha omo kwa omutumi enya yare sent baby a wo bia no me dima for na me kan for amotwana mo na kwana kwaji wa pomden wo me dima for na baby entumi nkonka baby edru ma me jabo enkrato ba komienu miensa na me ba me ho bia so me dia to aso.
The National Petroleum Authority hereby cautions persons engaged in illicit storage and trading of petroleum products to comply with the regulatory requirements to operate in the downstream petroleum industry. The NPA Act clearly stipulates that no individual shall engage in any commercial activity related to the importation, exportation, re-exportation, shipment, transportation, processing, refining, storage, distribution, marketing, or sale of petroleum products in the downstream industry without first obtaining a license from the NPA board. Failure to secure the necessary license and properly regularize operations will result in confiscation of petroleum products, prosecution under the law, and decommissioning of facility. For more information, contact the National Petroleum Authority on 0302 550 380. You can also visit our head office located at Jolu of the N1 Highway or any of our regional offices.
Na ede na ya obeya oda formason ya funu emunumuni.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also yare ya titi be benfie pi nanso ne yam nyono da se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa.
Menyi ni se what ulcer tamfo hexa capsules any hexa mixture ya no mbom kotia ulcer no bia ma no anom anka ne ho ato no dadaada ulcer dro de eno ne hexa capsules any hexa mixture
Akom ni nchiremu
ulcer ye kura eto ye funu ene ensunumu etuma wo ye funu ekeka wa wogye wo ho a enyi ulcer etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie so how eye ulcer de a kope hexa capsules any hexa mixture nanom bom na ho ebeto
pedudu atu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 Apefo abatanya woma won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfiedu mienu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
ulcer tamfo edie age edwadie nkrato yi atom.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Nkrumah Fest 2025, a journey to Nkrumah. Come, let's celebrate Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's birthday and holiday at Nkrumah from the 15th to the 22nd of September. Honorable Amako Fibua, MP for Lembele, and Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, in partnership with the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, Honorable Ablaji Fagumashi invites you to Nkrumah Fest 2025. Come and experience a symposium, candlelight procession, football gala, Deborah of Chiefs, street carnival, lots of food and drinks, and a musical concert with performances from PSC Esther, Nasi, Obapa Christie, Jack Alolomi, Freddie Merwe from Cote d'Ivoire, Akable, Zimake, Jeduble Ambule, Black Rasta, Kofi Kinata, Ekche, Dope Nation, and watch out for a big surprise. For enquiries, call 0244-498-796 or 0277-350-244. Nkrumah Fest 2025. Unite, celebrate, enjoy. See you there.
Obrebo eye adwumada. Eboa eyam aduane. Eboa eyi nsa free ni peduanim. Na eboa woni pedua ma etena ho yi. Nanso, woni mu se niema a yedi na yenom. Timi ma brebo ye adwumaden sen pote.
Mehunda. Me brebo ye adwuma pa. Ebia se me ntumi ye bibi bo me brebo.
Ani and winter na what the left here from the Moses Clinic ne Herbal Center about herbal food supplement. We see pa de bo brebo ama ye adwuma yi.
Na ye adwuma.
Fatopa ye no yenu anopa ne anwumre. Na eboa ma brebo ye adwuma yi. Sene be ya ebetimi anyam aduane a wodi esiesie ni peduane mu eyi mu kinsi yi.
Eno na me brebo kia pa.
Ubenya Life Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, ne supermarkets are ebeo. Sa wo pedudu so to a. Fresh 0244 06 8447. Life Kid, boa wo brɛboɔ boa wo nipadua ɛduro yi ɛnyɛ ma apemfo ɛma ɛma ɔmomanofo ne mmɔfra a wonya mfie dumien FDA agye dwadie nkrato yi atum.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Baba Ediba TVXYZ inside politics you made and was so a good swing na washay and to be a will be no me patch over yet to Jumedi so as a cows a haxa for sube pima and no mobedin come now the cows and my bedroom farm no mobedi Jumedi you bet say honorable a Peter Yao Kwachiaka you bet say and then call former member of parliament at the Ma Amenfi Central you bet in Casaso na bet say list to all a and apoku so you bet and then executive director at the Magag. And see, Kuku Damina and no mobedi a juma wo a efidi cassie so and maybe I will be no man for San Kefidi and Mancoso na enda haya with canka a big push a idea His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 200 money papa yan in chess and chess will be pim wo Volta region home put him ho nti say no so de ma ye be kwa kofa no live ma wetie na no disem na we huma echo haxa yenkwe na all said drew I am crew edro nti ye be kwa na ekutie nkomo afi haxa ho ye ba ekukuda mo fie ha omuji nkonya atena so na ma ho bia so ye dia bro me ba sesia
na ye ka haxa misa no na capsules na ye pese e kire o se adro ba kopa esa yade ba kope na yade a esa stomach ulcer yefunu kro ebia alcohol hospital doctors wonya stomach ulcer anase ebia ye catch us wonya gastritis anase wonya peptic ulcer anase wonya esophageal ulcer mepacho ni nyina no ulcer kro na emom no ba bia beto no ana ye de tudin me catch us ulcer na ye kan ulcer kro na emom no ba bia beto wo nipadua nim no ni atudin enti wudidi na aduane kogu yem a wo yem honom no mepacho ho na kro ni to ana afa no gastric ulcer anase gastritis anase se ekuro no ekoto onsuru nkoto animu a ne afa no duodenal ulcer ana afa nsusu no won se droben bi anase pipe bi sen wa hanum sei eno na wodidi a aduane ne form na kogu yem no esophagus no me pacho eno ekuro ni tomu a ne afa no esophageal ulcer na ulcer ni nyina no me pacho anu aduro haxamisa ne capsules a me pacho ntafo ye numubom ema ulcer ye de edwane mediga yanka chiro se sa aduro yi adokitafo maako mienu miensa kosi enso na akomutia bom de adwenkyere abade nimde kwanso aye aduro no mo ye no ansa yade mienu ansa yade miensa ansa yade nan yade baako pe stomach ulcer ye funum kro ana sentime pacho unim obi na stomach ulcer tete no
nso so ana ebia stomach ulcer aju nipadua na boso ma unhu ne onya ho a mepato kona kope hexamisa ene ne capsule si bi no ayeden one onom ama ulcer na se ayeden atu na eba ne sen na stomach ulcer doctors wonya bi eba ne sen na sebio oyam ho no ne ekro eba ye makasi ye causes ne factors a ekofa stomach ulcer edeba na cause mepato etimi stomach ulcer edeba eye emwa wa ye from eye bacteria infections a yemfa ya ni huoma obroni from microorganisms a mepato omono na omode sa yade ye friend stomach ulcer bi eba na sa emwa yi me pacho ye environment and as ye surroundings as sebio ahunini no ye entime koso ho no no me pacho ho ana mo se ana se wonso so wako ajanan bia akọ ye ohunye wantimi ahohoro nsa wantimi amfa semna ani nsuo ahohoro nsa ma wonsa ho anya krogen odi akọ so aduanim ade awrewo no ma eba ne sa na emwa bi nya kwan bowra oni paduanim no ma akọ se oyem ho no na afi no omdo oye ne kase eden ede ebrel wonso so obu ho no ma otan trotro mu sana abrebia metai kano trotro ka ye trem nipa hu do na ye de etena mu obu won ma na sebio o sai bi woni nipadua ni mo wa bi e H pylori mo bi woni nipadua ni mu osinizi ye ba abonten no ohome no e de na ebi ayeden abo e de awrawo na ni nyina echi no stomach ulcer ne de eba na dro eye ba kope eye hexamisa ene ne capsule so kope bi na no no ma me pacho ya de bi abe den ebedwane na me pacho ye hwe ade bi won soso a sebio eye obi sebi eja nan anase obi afie ofi na ebia ugina ne nchen to ofi ye no amasebio ekire mprompro no ebi bogu so amasebio ebi kura ko wonum a so oni pa ko no H pylori mo woni bia hunu ne se won so no automatically won so nya eye H pylori mo woni bi na omuko oni padua num sa na ade echi ne nyina no omo multiply omo ye bebre omo doso omo to ntabe kakra no na fe omanya eye emo woni bebre ewo ni padua nim eno ntino sani anopa obi sorry a onum koko sani anopa obi sorry onum tin sani anopa obi sorry a ebia odi aduane ahodo no omwawa nsusu aduane a mo pe eye wiyefunu ne nkataso eye stomach line no eno na ade echi awia anwumere na omo boni mu ntokru sa nom de ekuro ababa beto oyem ho no ana afen nsusu no mepacho ye wo factors bi a eboa ma mepacho eye ulcer ebeye kase anase ne ya no ebeye kase ebiti se stress mepacho ye stress ye hom anopa awia anaju ye ba ye twa ye ho no mesi ye wo hormones bi a release a ye friend cortisol na sa hormones ye release pa eboa ma gastric acid a mepacho onyankopon abodiem no eno na begu aduane ye digu ye nipaduane mu no na atumi ayede anyam no na atumi ama emu ne pa na awrawre nipaduane mu no mepacho sa acid no sa hormones ye release ye friend cortisol no eboa ma ne ye bebre na se koye bebre nso so a na anya kwan bowra eye ba bia ye stomach lining no wa na linings no na akwakofa yefunu kro e dia bro ye wo lifestyle bia obu won mo wadidi anopa awie anwumre okwa akoda wanya noodles bia me pacho spices a hye ne ma me pacho on to me na enu nto so ba now be follow the same trend and as the same lifestyle na ene sebio papa nya stomach ulcer sebio ma me nya stomach ulcer won so obenya stomach ulcer say de na wo papa ye no the same thing na won so ye den oh ye ana ye wo ade bi te say sebio eye ensanom analysis garage ni nyina no eboa ma stomach ulcer ebe ye kase wo nipa wa brabom enti ne nso say wo stomach ulcer ube jaisa enyoma we nyina me bobo so ibi na wakwakope hexamisa ne capsule so ibi no anonom na bibia akoyie na eno na me kire say symptoms bia wo ho say obehunu say wanya stomach ulcer ebia unya nko hospital ema ye diagnose nka nchos wanya stomach ulcer obehe udidi anaduane na hye so wafuru ayekutu wafuru nyina ayemma me pacho obu won ma odidi kutu bia na ne honam nyina agira na say aduane no asesemebo aduane na seseme kon ho aduane na mates ohunu ya onya ne ho me pacho ne symptoms no ebe no na chese ulcer na ebo won kaye no kona kope hexamisa ene ne capsules ebe no anonom na bibia yeden atoyie e de ama ulcer symptoms ba koso obu won ma ne de no ne bu ano hanum se ne me pacho eho etimi sisi no eye ne ya tin etimi bu ne prim na asona koma se ya eno na etimi fo na ni so se obehe osore no anso de ma na otwahwe obi de yakura so de etimi so na kire bremo no na kire nkasai na kire dompe mu nyina tutu no ot wonum se ya me pacho ontimi ntine ne mu se sanse otine ne mu a ne dompe ne mu nyina eye ne ya me pacho stomach ulcer ebetimi aye sa obi nso so ho kra na on 19 point me fa ne nan no entia form den esan so de ne nan ne tia form den a yawa obeti woni nipadua ano odene me pacho obi nso so kasampa sani amano den a me ka sai ontimi ntia mu sa esan se otia mu a yawa obeti woni nipadua mu no ano odene stomach ulcer etimi de sa ohawo nyina den eba kona kope haksa me sa ne capsule so bi na nonom na ohunto je number no 0240 23 83 10 0240 23 83 10 0203 82 28 55 0203 82 28 55 babia wo bia ofra ye be directo babia obenya bibia no na wakope bia to say delivery kwan so no yemfa mre wa ye be bro better no de channel so say delivery no wa na obetua ehon ka stomach ulcer symptoms ni bi ni say na kura ba oyem ni ntin me pa cho ho no a o kasa na sebio enka ayeden abawanum esan say kro na ba oyem no o kasa from afa kro no so pia bonten eni ntin na say ntam wo hwa obo say unu obi kasa no ko na chi unu obi kasa no twetwe no unu obi kasa no hata na hwene me pa cho ontumi nka wo ha no entrao pacho kona kope eye haksa mesane na capsule so bi na enonom ema bibia enye de enkoyie sane obu wo no ma ete wo no ho a odi aduane bia na wafi aduane na ba obu wo be fia ba mpono na moja ewom obu wo be gya ne nan mpo na moja yeden ewom eba ne sana hunu se ohu moja nyina na den esa no nte be kakra no obroni so waye anemic obo so ni padua no aye hoya na se obroni so wonya pale skin so ni padua no moja ba kokura enim yemfi wani ase a yenhunu moja bia ho eno na wa hwe ne de ko hospital ne de moja eko akwakosi wuso na wa pen ntam so am ya fa moja na nsuso na chese o kra e de akoba bia eho nyame pa cho kope haksa mesa ene capsule so ibe no anonom na oho ataw esane se udidia na aduane ne nyina asen abesen wafe ne nyina abesen ne ntino emma aduane ne mu nupa no entimi nsesew sane ye be yanka ho be ye fe ho be obetimi asipi asi brane na ho waye kama no mepa cho aduane ne mu nupa ne nyina aye den aba abesen nti wo be he na wo sotia na eti for one na o for ene o check weight ade be na oswate mepa cho stomach ulcer and symptoms no ebino no kona kope haksa mesa na capsule so be nonom na ohonto mepa cho ulcer ma obo no wana utimi titintasio bo okra no office eye sebio ensonson na abaniyem eba ne sansonson re wo wiasim nyina obere na so still na ne bono efro na stomach ulcer ne symptoms no ebino no kona kope haksa mesa ne capsule so bi na wanonom na bibia ayeden akoyie ediama stomach ulcer etimi kofa ohaw ahodo ede brewa chese wan hwene ya obekase sebio eye obimpo ana ayeden to wadro enyo bi na to wadro osa betimi ayewosa enu nti ne ye ka se ukope eye hakta mesa ne capsules bi na ononom a osa no say ye peptic ulcer say ye gastric ulcer say ye duodenal ulcer type biara me pacho ebetu ase won say wo ulcer ni nti na sentem no ukọ hospital no doctor kwakoyo endoscopy odwa to empano so ana odu tia koviem say no de pipe bia wura omnimu akoto wo yam me pacho yawa e wa de we mu no me pese wo obe experience bi why experience bi da so me pacho don't go for the second one me pacho ko na kope haksa mesa na capsule bi nonom na ohunto me si aduro we enipa ni bia tunu din efren agenkwa nanso na hotedin eye osa tamfo agenkwa sene omo kano sense sene na enipa no bebre enim se eye ohaw bi ana ebom so a ede omo ekose bi owuo mu no omo hunu sese no osa na etiti wom omkope haksamisa na capsule so bi nonom ye no bibia akoyi asabio ahoto aba eno ntine ya tunu din agenkwa nanso na hotedin eye osa etamfo ginoma ni bio se utiem already so afre ba bia opese wunya bibia no ye be direct na won so akọhonom akwakope bi ato 0240 23 83 10 0240 23 83 10 ana 0203 82 28 55 0203 82 28 55 oya oba na utie me na sebo me so mense ba na sebio e ho na stomach ulcer pains e ka no ho a ukope bi to a bibia ebeto woyem na won so no asomdue aba enti me ka haksam sa na capsule sa no agem so ulcer etam
enti haxa capsules ne haxa mixture na ekoya ye ne omo ekodi enkomo no pebi na to na mbo yi ayem kra bro ni friend also me pa cho wo bia kai say na no adura ne haxa mixture and capsules enti pebi na nom na entumi mbo na bibia entumi enko enkansa baby adri ye bedi enkomo Honorable Peter Yakwachiaka, former member of parliament, ma Amenfi Central or ha Saso na yeshe nim se listo na poku subaba cancer executive director Edema Gag. Enti ekukudami na meni omo ebedi enkomo wo Tuesday's edition of Inside Politics. Enti mamma honorable akwaba. Bibi aboko de. Yeda nyame ase baby ofie.
Yeboko chairman fee central for you mfasa akwenye nso nchia wo na emse bitu kwan kakra ebe matise obia ebisa dabe na meba so so wonya abotre na enche bia meyi mti ho na maba abechia wo na edi ho nkomo tibichia obia
da nyame ase
chia ndisi fo nyina so ndisi mpanifo nyina so chia wo
okay Anti Honorable Peter Yakwachiaka na yetene kanche listo wo na pokusu baba kansa na mehobia so yede atuwaso Honorable say and that big push no president esi former washa say nyan ntie se obepie mo volta pem ho yense kafi de no so a okate so de beyi e de afam wo show no so na yatoa so enne dodowa afienya dowenya kwan omo kakate sword na wo project a bebre nankasa no so big push no dia under big push no so bekoso enti okay enti say enche betumi across over na yakofa dark sword curtain ye wie yape na yeto ye na ye betwa so enti ye didi nkomo ya no feed in the buy yebeko na ya crossover. Okay, so are you ready there? Young crossover na young crochet a big push sword curtain. You really ya pen phone waha. You bet one common so young comra.
I know almost all the roads in this country because I've campaigned more than probably any president in history. I was running mate with Professor Mills in 2008. I went the length and breadth of this country, every single constituency I visited. I did so again in 2012. I did so again in 2016. I did so again in 2020. And I did again in 2024. So there is no road in this country that I have not passed on. Hospitals and schools and this, you just fix our roads for us. And that if you just fix our road for us, we'll remember you forever. And I said, oh, I'll not only fix the roads, but I also do the schools, I'll do the hospitals. So during the campaign, I passed on the whole Georgia Road, whole Denu Road, all these roads I passed on. At Impoku to Ho, all those roads I passed on. Atiavi Road, Metrikasa, all those roads. And so, Kwame Agoja was surprised when he brought the list of roads, and I know every road, so he brought the list. I looked at Volta region roads. I said, but this one is not there. Okay, I'll add it. But this one is not there. This one is not there. This one is not there. By the time he finished, the list was as long as this. And so there are several roads that we're going to work on simultaneously. And as we said, at Impoku Ho, Hoa Flow are roads that we are going to work on. There is not going to be delay in payment. The big push is a $10 billion project. If you convert that into cedis, it is 120 billion cedis over 4 years. We started this year with enough money to start paying them because we realized that the packaging and everything will take almost half of the year. And so this year, the finance minister enough money to start paying them because we realized that the packaging and everything will take almost half of the year. And so this year, the finance minister allocated 14 billion cedis to the big push. So all these roads that are starting, the money is sitting in the account and waiting to pay them. And next year, I've spoken with the minister, and he's allocating 30 billion cedis to the big push. So contractors, have no fear, go full steam ahead. The finance minister has promised that for every big push contractor who brings a certificate, he will receive his money within 2 weeks. We are setting up a big push secretariat, which will be under the auspices of the Office of the President. We're going to have engineers and others working there, and we're going to keep monitoring the progress of all the projects. So they will visit the projects regularly from time to time at every stage to see the status of the project. They will take pictures, they will take videos, and so I'll be sitting in my office and I can see what First Car is doing on the whole Aflao Road. I can see what Oswald is doing on the Afienya Dodowa Road. Every contractor working on every road in this country, I'll sit in Accra at the Flagstaff House and I'll see the work they are doing. So let me apologize to Ghanaians. The big push projects have been allocated in such a way that no contractor will take 24 months to complete, because we haven't given any contractor too long a stretch that will take him too much time. We've broken it up into pieces so that every contractor can work quickly and then they join their portions together. So let me apologize to Ghanaians. From the launch of this big push here, the whole of Ghana is going to become a construction site. The whole of Ghana is going to become a construction site. So bear with the contractors. When you are driving, there will be some inconvenience because that we must follow. Let's not get irritated. Let's follow the signs that the contractors have given. And I urge the contractors, because you are going to be working and we're paying you, the construction industry is going to grow. I urge the contractors, because you are going to be working and we're paying you, the construction industry is going to grow. There are a lot of young, enterprising Ghanaians who have graduated as civil engineers, as different kinds of engineers, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, who are sitting at home and not doing any job. Please open up your recruitment and recruit these young people for me. Recruit my younger brothers and sisters so that they can start to work. We have given priority to Ghanaian contracting companies because we believe that Ghanaian companies can do as well as foreign companies. And so you are lucky, because First Car has been working in this country for years. Everybody knows him. And I can tell you that First Car is one of the best Ghanaian construction companies available. And so once we put first Kai on this road, you can be sure that he will do a good job. It is in his interest, because if he does the Antipoko and Yerase whole road, his hotel, Volta Serene, will get more customers because it will be easier to drive to Ho. But like I said, he's a good contractor, so he'll do a good job. But let me just conclude with some of the roads that we have captured for Volta region. And as we said, we have Aveji Metrikasa Road, Atiavi Road, rehabilitation of Asikuma Junction, Anirawase, reconstruction of Anirawase, Ho Titrino, to Ho Guinness Depot, to Ho Airport Second Gate, rehabilitation of Ho Petoi Afia Deniba, including Ziope Town roads, upgrading of Adaklu Tefe Waya Kayime Road, Abwedi Kodiabe Road, upgrading of Asiepe Road, upgrading of Ziope Toda Road, construction of Waya Police Station Hehekpoi Road, rehabilitation of Sokode to Juapon Road, rehabilitation of Anirawasi Bamekpeve Road, rehabilitation of Afia Danyigba Penny Road, dualization of Georgetown roads, reconstruction of Have Hohoi Road, selected roads in Ho Municipality, selected roads in Hohoi Municipality, selected roads in K2 North and K2 South, upgrading of Tanyigwe Town roads, upgrading of Voje Jakpo Feeder Road, upgrading of Adaklu Seva Junction Mafikumasi Road, upgrading of Abutia Teti Jakpo Road, Vako Road, and sport improvement of Podwave Junction to Podwave Feeder Road. These are a few of the roads that have been captured as priority roads, and you will see contractors on them in the shortest possible time. I thank you all. May God bless us all.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a big push program nankasa no mugo sonende a Volta regional capital ho na yetene nka sisia dwumedia akoso wo hono no nti big push hon komo anana ende ye di make say honorable Peter Yakwachi aka gene nkonye beto so na list also be ka ho a yatoa enkomo no so honorable akwa babiom
ya be de
bibia boko de
ya me na do
jo say big push nkomo ya ye bediana yete say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kopie mu ho antene be hia so say yete enkomo ni na big push akwan ahoro a oye no de aboa oman abande do otwe mu koye akwan ni bi ordina no to so keke sika kra wentua na oja ho ekoye so my so mbefani na aye no matumi e de aboa ma bibie atumi akonkan honorable the big push program yentio
yo me nua me da se bebre na MC President Mama oye campaign no na we campaign promise kesia na eka say the big push obey rules ni ndema kakra eka ho them say roads na ordinary esi ho your list of roads are amo I say omobaye ebi na yete say all can roads yade a atwima economy communication as a person ko ha enoboa nti dwadie yedi edwa na roads ni nya ema dwadie ni nkoso the road network is very very important in the development of a country nti asem papa say yebeye de ye ka ebio ni say ye nhwe say o madwene mu de yebeye akwan a ye empower Ghanaian or local contractors. Saa deɛ ne higher paa. Wohwɛ yɛ cedi ne dollar na sɛ bɛtumi ama no agyina saa deɛ bɛyɛ dade ahwɛ no yie. Sika kɛseɛ nso ka 100 is it 10 billion or so? 100 billion dollars.
10 billion. $10 billion.
Yes. Enye sika ketwa. Na saa ne yɛma nyinaa no sɛ sika yɛde kɔma abrɔfo China foi me be kwan ya da ɛyɛ beach road kwan to here no. China for gyina ho. Na mo ɛkyɛ sɛ ɔgye ya ɔde kɔ krom. Ɛde ne ma yɛ economy no ana city no ntumi nyina. Tene de mesra wɔn make sure say Ghana for na expertise na ense da training won ye ma binum ko outside ni ko how I construct good roads.
Ghana contractors ni ya ye nuanom aye nka say but am say omoto ekwan ni bi o he bro mo so omoto me.
Well enu de enu de me ni said ye ekwan bia no ho a Ghana for ye ntimi nye.
Okay.
Yes, de bom no ye nhwe na ye empower won.
Yo.
Mfidie eni ho a omode be ya obaye den because me hwe China for no me bai omo gyina ho Ghana for na ye kwan no. Excavator operators omo ye Ghana for. Omo ye gyina ho no ye Ghana for.
Yes.
No supervise. No hye ne China ne sa abon ha. Owi ano de scan nyina akọ. Ye sa na ye ma di a ya hwe ye seed no that no e beto famity very good say ya donate am just can 100 billion no. Dey check in here. Yes. And na yes ka kese pa na se 6k na ewie na se e wo man mu a e say be yi a friend so young quote you all the prices no in cities and so boa ama ye city no enya ahoden e wo ho na ye meka to so uhwe sa kwan nyina na e fa ni nyina be government projects my dream say yen free other countries ho me adwuma akra Malaysia na me travel so a lot to the US. Most of the roads no are private. Roads are busy. We share hey, at least a hey, we share dualization of Winneba Mankasim Road, dualization of Cape Coast Takoradi Road, rehabilitation of Tema Aflawa Road, construction of Dodowa Afinya Dawinya Road. These are very busy roads. My dream say any kwasa buying a dinisika and a decoye. And Kayama private people
and 10 billion US dollars.
10 billion. Okay.
10 billion.
And yes, Kaketwa. And yes, size K. Say involved that CK wa dia yena say the size K majority foreign contractors that's a 5 billion ko outa I just say ye kwa na buy ye nya road na so be say economy no etimi mom de bibia Ghana for ka say ye be ye only say mom nya accountable yes ye this kind amount na akoto cars akese wasi udan na road na ka ho that's the problem ye wo and aban hwe na o make sure say ya empower local contractors no na monye na making so very busy roads no so no yan hwe na enye private na omontolu we adwuma akra Malaysia
we chechim kakra onye private say na
private say a road no private individual company and obeye ekwan no oya na odi toll esiso obeji toll for be 10 years depending on the agreement on the government be no
okay
na or the appenisika no or give ya if you are hand over to the government. Many countries when normally want to be good roads because private contractor no or no businessman or I don't quite ye because I don't run a quite now for 10 years no 2 years and sika and there officials or no quite or ye papa Malaysia me work here no omo roads ama yakesi ni nyina no private uko hani ha na tolls so uko hani ha na tolls so
nkofo na manage kwan
nkofo na manage kwan no e ma wo na aban de ono yin sa ho because SK na be fi aban ho a taxes and they don't increase na yedi roads no so ma enti yan shift to that I say o yes be a say aban obekọ be airport toll na wo ho no a private person na be a oji wako be airport na the private person na manage roads no it is time say you be ma private people no about roads no ma construct baby ho a and the service to the people a kura bi ase ni ade roads how ye no e betima I say cocoa road ni ade area no ma mine no enyeska through cocoa and no dey want to say be a private person because traffic on the road no less into okoya obaboka into onye them roads say busy every day your dear cars nam so up and down no it is time to bema private persons abem na aban no ho aton kakra maintenance ni ade ni na be a private person dia into oba running be say be 10-15 years no owa na wa chinika na aban enso ensasum enu ya ebeboa ma roads ni bebre wo ha e wo hwe Accra Kumasi very busy road how the private people am be say ombeye na odi agini sika odi enso abenya sika aye nti the American war esa big push na ya ade papa ya ade papa ya ebeboa
you say wa kwan bi so wo ha wo hwe eye Accra Kumasi Expressway way ya ade ani na no aban na otwem ko no ode na no to so but enya ade odiske bi a shemu aban yi bo no hombodin say $10 million billion dollars no yibi no mde aye kwan because e kwan ho hia pa say wo
very good yes e kwan na wo ye de kwan de Ghana hia kwan say e kwan ya a trade yeah easy
okay
yes because without good roads no economy no to a standstill because of food na dey ba road ni be price na kosoro accidents nipa be wu na skadi na ye sen wo ayie ho economic importance of roads we cannot just underestimate it yes economic importance no ho yie na the American say and also no very expensive road construction is very expensive especially person here now this time asphalt here be ya the boarding government say 10 billion you be send roads one in my opinion no government no modin na onye nobody no ma we say a private road Accra Kumasi Expressway where roads are no as a government oye no em say scan no mo hiding because taxes na be na be there is no other place a government between yeska taxes near cocoa near gold na be so ebiana the whole year near nyasa amount no how do you go and young say Accra Kumasi Expressway no and you're private in my opinion ebiana be say contractors be say businessmen be 3 or 4 and go so and you do have from here to here now nipa kroni di na sa waju told kakra from there corner na another businessman also waju told kakra yes oko abrochi abohu say ade wo nkanka Malaysia de omo roads nyina ye expressways ni nyina na bi say na private nti omma kakra bi some few kilometers you what you told now I call the next one a different person so dia now what you are told nti roads ni nyina ye good and I think as Ghanaians no say roads ni ya we will be ready to pay the taxes because this guy spend your son or spare parts one now say would you a road tax na say road ni ya to me no very good e be prevent accidents e be ma bibia so akọ fast ni ade nti omonye sade na omomodin na omonwe ho na start be ma your roads na good because not government be private people be more abroad be more musika ho a omo pese mo pe ba bia invest nti anu ansa o de manual oba be road no na what na wagye disika o tinika or the road number public private partnership PPP no eno ye betumi amana bem say government person de nyina ma onkura na ye be partner with private people ya ye roads no ama yenso ye ho atoyen na we say government ya bon say contractor no kwa hwe onye ni ye road ade e higher no roads on boss nyina ba ko nyina boss na hotel agusupen ye ya de na eni 2-3 years na tutu ni asanso afeske bio
nim say ubeye ho adwuma na 10 years
10 years eko yes nti ye say no say the private contractors ye wi a on insure road no on insure road no for many years amaye say ya na wo ye
no correct
insurance ye road na there should be insurance say contractor na oye kwan no e do insure road no say within this period of time no say ya ona obeye we dey say government na ye kibo na ye tokura bi ba bem ni asanso apeska na ye de ye foforo ni nyina ye waste sa big push de omo fase nyema nyina ntutu akwan mu na em benefit ye ni sa nye merry go round ye kɔ ne ye ba ye kɔ the same thing ni ye kɔ ne ye ba yes nti menua say ye adwen papa ina ya de papa ni ye da mpanifo so ase president mama say o share bono wadi so a ama ba yi nti at least takura to Agora junction when the agran kwantanum
na we hwe kaso na we ni ba junction. Winneba junction to Mankesi. No so more
yes, me no mama can say a different oma contractor be a long distance. I buy any for boss. Or mind piece. Now when similar to the American say and piece nanka private. Private individual. I no or no kind. Now they are jiska. If so call yourself a road now on Amsono. Maybe out your toll. Na another road than China unto toll. Yes. Sir, a expressway no toll there was no. And no them can be a name. Udemusa. Na the ordinary one no. As you good you know ha. Guess a expressway. And that's no bones I kev near the womb. Oh no a free. And the government there no a free. Now o facility you quite you prefer free one.
So how would him?
Free one. Now well but you offer told now. If you bet you about $20. I had hell. Now I say go $20. So when yeah far so as a cobia a bed deal be about 5 to 10 minutes or then so be but the idea me say yeah expressway now yet told yeah between side not told in the yeah hwe na ye o hwe motorway akwa me kuma ye ndade ya me give say told ya this is scaron ya jesi de the whole country roads crack ya tuma ye na we de ya je hu bi ko motorway no emotutu ba ye say the bitumen hwe 1965 no ya hu ya the cement in the year and 2024 2025 you maintainer you the beauty in the gum now wow he agree na there oh my yeah funny people beauty and they say una mo bon say I was yes I was in na pepe go
comfortable pie so da
yes I'm say why said 20 something year how many years 1964 them say 65 no be motorway no how many years now o calculate here I'm say jama be say 15 years over 15 years that time here the cement and they go a road so now after 50 years no 60 years look at that now nam so dual a you yes dual a road I would imagine that time when nam so atin na light e hye e mu hwe ni ya light hye na telephone booth sisi kwa no ho 1964
and
na efe
no kwam kromo
vision oh na ya be asanye be ya ya ji told ya na beat me go so yes yeah if beat me say the guma ya the guma basro it would do
na what mama ahoma ko ko bi ni adwe
I machine ya mara basu ju je na kukum why you bashu what to carry and these are things are all the yes that time no you bet my road say name on private people I mean na bed no free aban so because 10 billion e be ye free yi mu a media me free say a big a pa
kwan so dosu nti
dosu yes sika no ye sika mu
okay
the sika no benya aba benya friend say we will pay for the roads no the taxes no budget no government will have to bring in taxes you to their road no you see, you can't eat your cake and have it. It's a moment say, I buy no, I am a private person. Yeah, me at your toll now. You what of our good roads no to your toll now. You wouldn't mind. Quite pa.
Sana buying person.
Yes. Now, so buying castle or yana, which is a buying best suffer because sika or the bishim too much. And a contract and also all yen or them buying there. Into also I'm and China say.
No sir ban so hwe say
yes
omunye ni biara
it is a private person or no ya kwan oba no nim say oba running a kwan for 10 years 15 years you make sure say why road ma aye durable
example menim say honorable ne list to ma fa ho UPSA also me run about before elections be ye kwan no be 2 bi mo kra fi ho e kwan metumi aka say in 3 months 2 years akufa do time kohema kwan na
yes it dey making it goes to support it because we na abaye no ya abaye ne be obema a contractor ye contractor no ye men scan na anhwa no di ka koton ka ko sini dan ne fe o twitwi scan ho yes o twitwi scan ho we na road no
penfu gina no so so say nim go asibi be ka ban no
exactly e dey ye bia 10mm sticker o na akati no 5mm na trucks akesi fa so a bo sina asay kwan no then big amount you spent on then we have to go back and do this into the message that man a very good venture buy no cause onkoso na manfo zu abana moto ye no original big push no to abano and panso
odin so edin boshe so
come yes na e man because you
me that say listen wo mammo akwaba na mo ya akọ asanteman asanteman de bibia abokọ de
ehu adom
de day 2 dot ye
ego so ma me fa konya we so na me nchia ahwefo
biajo
me tiefo na me nchia honorable na honorable ya feel papa na say me ko nchi so a me te wonka na sebi afie ni mu no I know say sebi preduasa nim de wabo be papa nti ano pese me post to one o yonko bi a text him na me say hey papa we or your repository ya mo akwa papa na me mo so aba so ni dwumaso a we yebo my Ghana sebi asantema ade atoye ni nti sebi mpanifu a etie yi paso yeso ya enkoko a yeso so ho na
asantema ka ho asemi na etwa boso menhia
sumanti na mama sa bedru anya sanka nyade anka na meti big push ne kura de na ekumi kura ti anu nti na eja mpanifu se yesu kura eja him ene se me ba be pro mi minim kakra na eja atu ye ni abese no na santime mo ye beja unya baby kura no watu na si sanse sebi titi obi ka na titi obi nso kire na se wo hwe kwan akro bia yerefi asante kotoko free se obetna ba nwa so wodi odo ne tima akro ensiyo sinipi sebi onsi shum na waham na wodi chichire na santime na wama amamre ni amani aye fe na aye kra behwe no ama we am ba ye emrofo a omu free Canada ni US so landing for so chese omu ba peso won kran ha e wo se mbedi o manim kan na me de omu ko asantemem chese ahoho na doso hotels nyina ewu kuma se nyina
ayemma
say ubenya biaje se bia konongo eba nti amanfo na ede omo afie mu han yen ebe mu kura de ache yen se yen fan soma hoho eche se amamre ni amane mu no wo hwa asante akire sebiu oman amamre ni amamre etie nti ama ayekra behwe na sebi hwe na hema so a oba ye odinse ne akomapa tani brachi ni nua be ma bra be kopa sebi o omu free of krom ne maame na hema afia kobi sebi kwan ofa so a otete ne ma ese akomapa odo abodo kire ni pasu sebi a yetimi edetete mofra no ohima na kubi odetete ne ma ti so hwa na hima so ba ye wa ye ne pepe nti ne hodo ni niwa hodo ti ama enne kumasi unya ba bi kura na ado na yes nti ye dadofo ase da omo mu fra chichi ne benche ba ye nyina obi ase na ne toso mienu sebi ye nyina enim se ne dapa nti akina so uku dapa uku ebeto aso na nyame ya ado a ya wada so asa to aso na ya wada na emse amamre ni amane kese pa wo ho a sebi ye de ohima kwa akura sene mpanifu aye nhyehyeye no ye beko bantema ban mu na nanadwo no yafa sebi na hima wabra ye de sika petene so adina ko eye breman ban mu yenu na sebi eni kwan se sabre no yehia nipa bia wo kwan mu na sabi abrafo ankwa ankofom enu nti yebesre sene ya bodero ni akama santimai sabi sada ni holiday obi ankoda curfew. It's a curfew in Asantemai. Nti we enye
by 6 p.m. there no.
E was obia sabi before cry and she say ya so bibia yenentem.
Okay.
Na sabi sada no enye ko nyina da wo pese wo yenye ya wadanko na wo so ye bibi yenene e kina so ho ye na ya wada no sabi wa ye ne boko no akoshe dem wa bra ye ko jabre wa kwan ye mpese obi be ye ne hemre to asem sabi wo ye ba ma pia ye be ko agyawo na sabi wo amamre ene amane e wo krom obi a wo kro a wo firi so enti se sabi wo krom amamre na wo mu a emfa sabi wano enkotena ehye ye krom no ye de no so wo a wo se won ti ase no ko krom ne ko di mre to asem ho e ho de ye krom enti ye ka sense su dua se sa ya wada no ya santima holiday sanse se ye sunu sinimati kakape na aka ye pompom ye nyabre enti sa abre no ne ho na aba baje achinye na wa ba ye se bi mre to asem e besre se ne nanan ma bodo wo no obi antie no hye ne so sanse sebi ye nyabre ti me de lu besi ho na sebi atadwe ene mati denne enti na mi nsu sebi meja ya mebehim na ni nyina ne se amemu eni mu hihye yewo ade bi ya efreni nimde enye obi a wo nimde ena sebi otiniom bi ase oti ase entina trone kura ka sebi o in order get understanding na se wo kiremu a enye sebi omo nimde nyina na omo nya entiase eni mu hunu enunti da bia meka na me say kansi so dua say MPP and NDC nen kanso so ye bia say the nimusa the difference between MPP and NDC is John Mahama oyen kroma say bia sa woni bia
John Mahama no
one is the difference.
Okay,
yes, he's the difference between MPP and NDC.
Okay,
it's an say so we share MPP any NDC e amayoku untimi nka say bi o amayoku we e say na difference nene say John Mahama o mani sika ketua bia o te say oba a sabi o wanya nkuchire enye man nyina na sabi eno no meka sabi na matum nchine say me mfa nkan yi obi ahi sabi o wanya bi enti na chese meti afidie so huru no na enye man nyina na ne mema da sabi o mutimi fa afuro otiasie ena enye nipa nyina na sabi o mo so won fa so wi ase ena enye nipa nyina na sabi o mo te denti a sabi o yodi tumi ama o mo ase sika o Mahama bodi eye $10 billion Akufo-Addo o hu se sika nam ebro de John Mahama eken na so Akufo-Addo no so ama fa so ama mai we da sika bi ekọ ni botom bia no de ko empratwe ana so de ko fa wi mhyan adia e wosi edi sika ye ema so ba mfaso no wanye bi da nyama wodwa na sefata sika ojeje se wode yede abo ne besia sika ye tua ne seto oye sika ye tuo Akufo-Addo amfa sika ni bia mobra papa bia wo manu ama sabi o manfo anya so mfaso anuti se etimi eba owura John Mahama timu se wono de onya 10 billion a obeye bibia boni kasem ye fa ni big pusher na je se yade a se bi atadwe ne o man yate edene esan se ne kasem ni nyamu ne se o se wo ba pro no hu kwan bia se ne tie
sa no kan
ana sabi atia bisa so ni agro na we de o se ko twa man se o se mi suma oni mani control fee wonu adi nani ko twa we si akwa hu se kwan ne nye enya fe no ba be gina ba bi me kai mo time na o wa ba mu kane no o se wo ye circle Dubai uni bosomi ahudo odi ye 13 months
okay
Yes, enu fie mienu. Enu wiye. E go to Kaswa. Enu na so mo che 18 months. Enu so wa eni fie mienu enu oye den owiye. Ni nyina ne se ye mpanifo se de onim to enu edi ni gina trempon so. What you say? Sabi onsiso na waham. Yesi abrewa che be mu a na osiesie ne ho. We oba yi amafo abonechia na da be na big push. On strategy odi aba. Me mfa kwantenten ma contractor baako. Na wakase me machine siswa entimedi fie miensa. Na me chiche me nkitwa ama obi anya bi. Me nkofa broni contractor. Itachin ya me kan itachin. Tamamoto we ya yeka ho asebi. Amofo a omubedi animu so omuba be adwuma no. Engineers no apart from omo broni bia nka ho biem. Abibifo ya na yeye. Ya ne sojafo na yeye kwan no. Eti yebesre se contractors no omu pekura na omu ne sojafo nto kese. Se ne be ya discipline kura be ba kwan ne so.
Correct.
Na emebuna wodua se ne na owura mahama eka no o de bo ba kukum enuma be sa hasa. Ubedi se wo solve kwan problem o. But akwan a se ne na honorable chechire mu no. Wo ye solve health problems. Unu se oba timinyem ye de ne ekọ abu ekwan so a tin na kojo to. Baby okra kwan ya nyanti. This one de oba tena moto so. Na mo de na kwa ko wuwu mu timi na ko awo so. Baby owa bridge a ebuo nti. Oba nyim ha na wo se de ne ko bia konfanochi a. Why na ba be twensuo. Na waje open for the na ato aso. Enti kwan kura no because e kwan ni nyanti ka kura nko ho.
Bimo pam
modern tomato. O solve a crime problem there. Now so no solve several facets of problems. Me give say sa big pushy. Say na me ya dom na se jo mahama ene na aban. E den si yo etimi eye ma sebi o ma wei e fa ntuma pafra. Akwan a asaya hodo a sebi e wo man mu no. Me give say be say o hamu chichemu be say aduosia de yebetimi asolve. Na aka akwan a ebe toatoa sa akwan no ya eno so de sa wutimi eye akwan akese ni nyina awie dia na chese nketoa ne de obi ka da wumpo watimi amene na sabi na ba eti yebesre se ne okan no de sinto kakra bi beba on pese sinto ne be chenti ene wo pagana fo achew se ifi enne ko Ghana nyina we declare ne se eye construction site. Construction site so de efuturo beba. Ya be se contractor say. Eya omo fansuo mpete akwan a omo wo so. Pokai omo ye circle no. Wo se congestion bi ama hoda. Because owura mahama ka kire wo mo say munyi kwan to ho wabra mo ye ekwan pona kasa no. Se na be ya enko kase obi ko baabi we nya kwan amfaso ana se bi a traffic congestion abakwan ne so eti ebe se contractors ne se omuni kwan to ekwan a se bi omo ko constructing ne enchen se ne be ya lipa be nya kwan a omo so ebe fa so efuturu ebe ba sa kwan a obe yie ne so no ye be sere omo fansuo mpete so ebi adon hwi bia se ka ibetimi anam so na epeti sunsuo na efuturu a lipa be home na be kofom na nipa so omo ya omo use akwan ahodo omo ply roads no so no ebesere omo driver fo a mo ka hyen ekwan ya wonam so no nye nya fe na be ya keche he say shocks kura no na ne body say aba from drivers ne drive carelessly because we ya shock no say ya no akotodi ne bo nya den nti ebesere shocks no ne bo nya den de na so unya say sika na obetim de ya akon ma kakra ma say bi nkwan mu ahwam ebi kura pa mekan onkwala kosuku abetime nya bia sponsor wo mo sanity enti yesrem obia ni emraso kama acha enfie mienu
we kura onu kura de wo kan fie ba ko no bi afa ba me de musumi nsi e ka ho say e bia contractors ni bi o wa omo eho ha omo kakra
okay
ti e be sre say omo nya adwuma no wansen emu bi to mama wa ba mu no nse yeso otwi moto edu anajo a okoye inspection ebi ana eni kwa esen kam de tu badwam but sabi meka ma contractor wa adwa anya wo se ne na ono abo ka no ebi ekwan ne thickness no ne takasi no wo se ye sei contractor owe ekwan ya obefa so obeto bi e mama ne gas na fi contractor akoye kwan busumi mienu na ekwan ya tutu I say contractors no be jeje ko for gas nti na mekan ebi ekufo the contractors no
o eni me
enti no meka amoma hwe say owa mahama emfa ni fichire enkoye sabi medamase na wanka ese me koye kwan no na ne takasi no mateso ebi anajo o ne nam ya wo hwehwe oni ni engineers ebi a wo mo amane ba me de me teto ye ni yire na dachi bi obakura na wo nananum bi nam so ene wo ko mampon yes
okay
obi ani nkwan a ye fa so interbeting num limex num cp omo ye kwan dadada nyina ya pen so kura ye nkwala ye kaisa ye da so kai omo
cp mo ne yi mu kasa
interbeting kasa obi a kwan ye bia no e sense Rollins would insist same way John Mahama is insisting enya dia wo kofa ayi ekufo do no mutimi koye na obo so mu bibidi kura kopete kwa so no matwa pictures ya ye kwan no
I serious
omutimi de bituni no omo dia ase o ma paint kwan no so no ma abetwa picture omo se ya ye kwan no se bi adanko dada do ya adu hu nansa entime sre se ba bia ye duro no ye ma ye mu dipa umai na wo sumo ti yankofa obi a ofi China yankofa obi a ofi Brazil John Mahama se bi o so okofa Brazil for obenya bi
bebre
se ye diama local mo ye dede sa me ka hu bi ya ye dede sa ye fama local so se ye diama locals mo nye e ma ye mu dipa na china bi obi a meka se emma bi ye de ma mo no mo anya ni wie enti a china ye fa nko bi foforo ye sa na ye sa soa yensuo wo kenten ye soa sika ne de asa koma broni se sika ne beka ha ya Everything all say yemfa ye maburu na dwuma. A lot of civil engineers are redundant. Omo dwuma ye. Because Akufo-Addo pension no, it was just a promise of the mouth and not on the grounds. So say na dwuma no $10 billion $10 billion like he said is about 120 billion Ghana cedis. Ekotiti scanning mu a minti se me ko borrow the words of Kofi Wayo. Eye opopopopopopo. Eye sika kese. Now we are near 3 billion. Every IMF meboa. 3 billion times 3 plus 1. And eye 10 billion. Enti mesre. Say sika ya ye bi ba be say kwan mu yi kwan ya fodo. Yes, contractors titiri. Mo nya kwan no ma ehonte. Na Ghana MBA. Ye ekwan yi na wi a obisa honorable on the watna broche kakra abroche e kwan ansa na yaton asase esan say wonya kwan no na ko ton asase sesiei unyi show to ho anyam kane ani ho o ton asase no ma obi se de ye no Ghana ha ya nipa no be kwa hu ye mu for years na wo kwan ni wi a emebi na John Mahama ye sa e blocks ni MPP for adwene wo from say make say wadwene no e wo from abode ne bre papa Papa College was once in the bush. It was honorable. It was once in the bush. We had beer school ni wo mu a e kroni ni ko to ntem and na development ever na Akufo-Addo na adwene no sink yen si dan no cantonment school dan yen si no cantonment na why dan ye mu ni esi school no
bi na national cathedral
enti he ba bi ori ko ye those are multitude plans. So all these are things that are thought through. John Mahama is one of the very few persons who fall in that category. Makacho say our categories of 2 persons in the world. They are Otsenki and Sanwaye. And the Oye we are no according. I think the latter is a fool. Sobi. Nipa wu ya, the kind G who see anu ti na fe bibi planning ona bu de oye engineer o te de ni kan ase engineer bia ni hono mu a wo wiase we mu a okoye adwuma wi ansa no akofi akwadwe hu se adwuma ye ye ana wo ko site a wo plan ni kura wo
sanete
contractors omo ko site a wo kron plan eti ebe sese ewura mahama wa kire kwan no akayen contractors akayen omanfo contractor bi wo a obehia wo omanfo no moa ebi amekan ekuro bi ebo wo so e wo si ekotu na nanom bi akwa apaye na watimi adwudwa buoi etimi dia com mail etimi aboa makwan na yeyie eti ebesre na nanom mo so mo nta contractors na chi mo mo chi dom omanfo a mo so mo moa ene bibia na ye kodiska communal labor wo eso contractor wo ba eya chianensem kakra emantie ne maba wo Ghana ha ye nyina yate dene mo nyina ya moaboa ye ho na ye nyama ne nyefe na ye nyina ye man ye na ye fa sabi atina bi udu se si ubu aka se me man Ghana na o ka enye ye kwa me nkruma Ghana no ye nyina ye kwa me nkruma Ghana no ene ye bo ho ban na atumpon
Medase listo na poku na yetene nkano Victory Garlic Mixture boy bi me pacho bebre bi ho na wakoma bo pepe wonsa no na tumi yetitriti ne woni so ayekusukusu me kanfo Victory Garlic Mixture me bo moja ne die fru sane ye enya na organ ha be bia eto endro bia okwa wonsa betumi akabi nkran ha de open do okọ kan shikens work heba wonsa betumi akabi ne be bia eto endro bia 020129328 02425456 33 na bibian twin konkai power specialist about hospital Dr. Akosia Adui also say hepatitis A B C D and E ne hawa obombe bo fatty liver sciatica prostate and I say wonsana wona na ebu pain also ne hawa na compo fibroid hawa make am for power specialist about hospital e dia mokai say omojikaji ebuambe manapa so na yewo hebaten so eno say boost immune system no pebi na no so enya na obebi a trend drobia Kumasi branch no fe yase Lake Busumchi Road opposite Jesbro filling station so na Accra branch no kwa benya pokuase ACP Road no so be hu omo ho Takrade branch no Anaji Estate adjacent Anaji MA Primary School no so be hu omo ho 0244 544422 and 0200 383831 na when you almost so NDM komo Divine Hope Herbal Center mo no ye otwea herbal powder no so nya bi otwea herbal powder ebebo papa bibie to me akonkai din na wo so wo say yesisi yawa na wo oba na mema mu koko na ha wa embre wo mpem wo low libido stroke na ulcer menstrual disorders ni na wonya otwea herbal powder ebetumi abo papa na I say one sachet of otwea herbal powder obey wo motakakra na odi bi egum na wenunum na wabɔ no guma once a day obehu say ohun ayedin yi papa wo koforo dia Gapson Pharmacy Cap Herbal Sunyani House of Drugs wa Shaman Nana Boache Cape Coast Sasuna Nana Boache Herbal Temaso Ansana PK Gambila ono so tamale no so okwa on sebetumi akabe for triafo was 0591 565557 and 0550 639037 me country and list to us and the ultra herbal powder to chrome ne fi buy Kumasi enti de eteno Safari Valley Otriano no yo Safari Valley Eco Resorts seven control say weekend ya na say we betumi no dofo etumi be pm ho we ni baji ye papa omo ye adwuma 24 hours time ya we be do omo receive as a guest come am so ani etumi age omo surrounding the wildlife we do obe hu zebra antelope ye mara mbo na de bebre nanka so obe hu so omo nam ho kama enije 74 ni chum was Safari Valley Eco Resort me pa cho ubetumi akwa conferences Davis at wedding honeymoons ni birthday celebrations ni na ubetumi akwa so me provide world class accommodation ubetumi nya private swimming pools ahro ho ken kai say recreational and restaurant services across ho say local and continental dishes ni na abi ho na udru ha me ye enije kra ne say omo cycling wo ho omo horseback riding fishing fishing on man-made lake and sana 9-hole a golf and if Brenana Koso Umpe we no pedien for 0596 9143 94 na winning penny for in D and come na BBN to me and conquer. My member honorable so na yen to admedian so honorable yen share a illegal mining and sensem and so far ma echo yen till.
Emdase emse illegal mining idie. Abaha abeka ho sem kakra. Na emse President Mahama so ohia be the press no audience bi etudwa kakra a o kire say aban no atuhu anamom o hwe sa responsible cooperative mining and skills development no ayade a aban di atokwan mu enti odi no na hwe say e be succeed
am say ma sa illegal mining galamsey sensem ya so the Catholic Bishop Conference in 7 better so so almost say we share President Mahama encounter with the media na omo hu se question oyi no illegal mining na galamsey fight na what the take akrasa no omo so trade the most reverend Matthew Kwesi Jemfi Catholic Bishop Conference on da no odi anim na odi san 72 20 yenka ni 90 ni
yo media say me percent very clear say as a country no galamsey no and our mining no yentwem completely and I say yenye responsibly to say the aban a person oyi responsible cooperative mining it is a man for the ase dia yes ye be mining no na emum na kwan be fa so aye no and na dey hwe say ye be yi because office I've argued say sa gold you know yati no gold board no yati no be bia no obetumi atom gold gi the gold board it is galamsey for na say ye kan no he no tom gold so I'm so tom gold board no ana me boa
I say na tie
I'm so tom gold board
yeah what na gold ko gold board bottom
gold board be omo aye enhyehyeye a omo track baby omo to gold into wa be irresponsible mining omo to gold current let us say gold no be ka won sef
and I'm say one more you to gold so more license buyers are omo to no dey abre gold board
yes
is microphone now to gold no where did they get their gold no so on to free
they buy from the small scale miners
the small scale miner I am a percent who difference na small scale mining in galamsey no
okay
yes and
small scale miners no
okay so
omo aya license omo say omo betimi atu for magudie e won krata e wa ban mu illegal miners no omo ni krata na the amana yesa honorable ntimi enya yi ni say dey so be hu why na galamsey from small scale miners
okay
and until na buy catch small scale miners ne say na be ya obi say mo adwuma nti no ma omoto na ho as say omo ne omo atokese timpacho na
well eno contentious kakra see a face reality dia one may mine ne fa our license and I must tell you give the one more ye nsuo so ne ade no sa tutututufor no they don't have license them one more ye galamsey na say small scale ni dey they all fall into the same category in my opinion now more license and one so obekwakoje license now ye name mbra wo ho mbra ni say distance be wo river body a any kwa so ye no ho ohwa yes
I was your phone shall never vibrate ya na ese phone obi fresh one
you know intino ukoji license ni kura na mbra wo ho say any kwan say ukọ so meters close to the water body any kwan say ukọ forest any kwan say obe use mercury ni ade no but omienke say some from say small scale miners no he no your mining no and am washi you know consume yes they all do and you must admit that say small scale miners say galamsey for I think they all fall in the same category line them no very thin very thin and you know say per se ye hwe ye ma ko yie dia o me face the reality say per se ye na say ensuo na say abaye problem no ɔmo faces our reality na saa ade aban de aba say responsible cooperative mining no yɛn hwɛ na yɛnyɛ ne yie pa na yɛn hwɛ miners ni nyinaa yɛn kan kyerɛ say well this is what we want you to do we hwɛ actual big miners here mining companies ɔmo tu mine na ɔmo yɛ ɔmo water ɔmo yɛ ɔmo dam kɛseɛ pa ɛsɛ
ɔmo de ɔmo
washing ne adeɛ no
Anglo Gold new moon
Anglo Gold ne adeɛ no saa na ɔmo yɛ no nti saa small scale miners here yɛ kan you grow for more license you they do that you don't do it
ebi mo also more license but omo nyɛ te sɛ ma ya hyehyɛ no
and then try making yes many of them were licensed no now some there say you wash it to say this good you come take source no of the water no from the source of water for washing no from the river we all wash it because it is very close to the river no a good land neswa and no man as answer kugum. That is what is destroying our water bodies and any idea no. When we idea ma or minus say no, young share na sanya man yenye because I saw it puts the government in a very big situation because me can say mining no our home faso. Ma can on several platforms. See ye share young areas here ye mining hona. Uko no hu adan ni idea manfo asisi no a otherwise no ukota kwa ni baby a actual mining na big corporations na people cannot build like that now corporations see too a gold any call but hardly so but me who say individual ordinary people no omo me esi adam papa but if you go to this small scale miners na obokoy hono amanfo si adam papa omo de omo school papa any cars a omo use e ade a ma development cost na ma a local economy so and so ekoso. These are the advantages. Ebini sa gold board in Sweden because say gold na galamsey for ni ade yenina eventually no e very end up with a gold board. Say omunya ba bia omo ton na nka they will not continue to do it. Ana hu dia mechire.
Sir.
Otu ade no galamsey onya ba bia anton no e hye no ho. E be den wonya sika a continue sa business no. Etini nyina no end up with the gold board that e say reach say e boy pa. Gold quantity na yenya last me share tons yenya within 4 months na appreciable pa that amount of dollars abano cocoa enyan a small scale man me who no am say CEO and na o massage speech they said last week yes small scale man is ka e dia bano it was more than the actual mining companies no dia bano let's just say some advantage bi ho nti o me nyina nka saa wenum bishops here mo ka no mo me nyina entrance ne enjoy say well it is giving us money but you cannot eat your cake and have it at the same time I say yes you which one do we want either say be mo maye ne ya hwe nsuo ho asemaka
okay
ya hwe forest ho asemaka and now say ye betwam kura nobody should mind na saa gold so say yenya ya gen gold board no and also very redundant because my gold na ye na end up there it be just say yam hwe responsible cooperative mining na or say you bet training obia how to do the gold responsibly mercury free mercury no etumi ma yare ne ade nkwala ebe won nyina no ebinim ye deformed because the mercury no na ekọ river bodies mu ekọ fish ne ade ye di a etumi ma yenya cancer ne ade enu nyina na ade ye hwe na environmentally friendly wo ya de na untu nsuo mu wo bia kokko ase na ye bo nsuo egu saa ye bo saa galamse nsuo ye bogu ase to ma kokko ni na so awu nti de ye kire nkwan a obeye environment no oni na ye ayi ti se ye kan mining companies no omtu amuna kase pa na ma wo hye agum omu wi a ebe me makofam na omo abare no in a small area eno no ebetumi aboa ama yetumi aye adwuma no enye sika na yetumi aye na fe ye betron kwan so gold na mutu no bebre na afra kafam nti sa responsible cooperative mining ni obetron kwan a asase na watu no obetumi nya maximum gold e dey free because ebi ho say asase ne kwa yetu ade no ya washing anyhow bia wash gold na to agu nti yes ya say asase no wabra yenya that quantum of money no amfam free just ya lusu nti enchiro kwan a utu kakra bi kura na but me extracting maximum gold from the place no na nyina kasa de ehu a na restoration of the degraded bodies no degraded lands no ohwa yan hwe kwan bi a de bitwa ma ukoto asase kura na ye recapture de bi be kan ho. When I was a DC, I did this. Say, say, here minus nyina. They say, okay, ukoto asase no. We know the number of acres wato. You be charge you for the covering. 1 acre via amount of which ya. Na ya yankasa mwa minus no wanted to one man koto we say bulldozer. Na edi si ho. Odi am assembly no. Si nya utu gold ni we are covering no. It is the response of the assembly because those are no asanso ajiusika prior to the mining no it you know the beba abekata so we will not have that problem no because okase miner no excavator no dia tu amana no on sanso into fuel na on high excavator no vankata so a ebe cost more than gold na onyaye no nti those are no easier the nime ya opian sa na odi agum so this was a plan and the miners were happy. Miners, oh young sana, who get you involved, they are very happy because they make money. And okay, so taxi on so they agree to pay. On the day, obey woman so as a government, NDC government, yeah, dear friend say, woman ya small say, woman ko checking. How well do they do the job? Many of them, no, excuse me to say, young friend say, woman ya corrupt. A buying if you say,
tax force
ni ade no also can problem because
so mo hwe mom ye no mako jiska
of course yes of course
sana bi mo ye
ebinum yesa ntene nyina na ade hwe se no ye you say koyade na yem pay on very well now there is no compromise who ye adwuma won nsuo ho
okay
unni embra no so wo de mercury na ya yem ba no ye mamanes no atiase sa I think say they will be able to do the job. Now the benefit amount and the benefit amount community no because uko be a mining ekoso na over here local economy no vibrant
okay
be ekoso na uko other areas na bi no bon say ahon ye dormant and eboa and either see e be hwese on ban ye omo ye ni ye there is nothing wrong in mining dem boni aye say ye say ye forest no ye say water bodies na ye de enema boni so egu asase ni mu ama enema no ya benefits de benya no I'm sure been say water water company then water company sika e de oyusu e de purify water no yes e de oyusu alum use lime ni ade a be purify de no more than sika de more than issue na beton no and eventually they lose. So we cut our nose to spite our face.
Okay.
Until you share now you decide bishops, you president here. On you say either see money completely. Individual be a money. In Jaon, na yanksasa. And I say, you more money. Nebon yan hwese obi abedim bra no so embra na yahye no obedi so pepepepe
meda
sio ni ade enye clear
honorable Peter ya kwachi aka mami ntie o list wo yentio
yo say honorable kafa kese na baby am de be ka ho na na vie kakra na makọ eye conversation bi mu a eye yi na nyame na che ye good oti ase bra kosikoko free ni kuro mu ba abefa ye nomum no na ye we sika kokko ya omuduro epona no a omuhu de ebroni fe no nuggets no msi oma beni ene sene ye hu sika kokko ewo mpoanu ene ye be frɛ oma we Gold Coast ese sika mpoanu aje se oma we ye oman a se susoi kra timi ma unya gold so musa onabo a omo de omo abobe kakra omo kwala abemu no me sure say onabo na utimi se gold kra wo fom enena edufuru penti akola fa ade wo fom on fa nche papa entini papa ni history se ne ba fa bibi wo fom a enen kola nyina ye dufuru pe na kanenu ukọ baby ti se akwatia ezo to timi fa diamond from papa baby one you know ni krom enti chese was afford you almost sa ebi wo from pa enti sa o my we no nyame wa anya ya bro na emu nipa ene ya bro yo oti ase sika obi pa nyanti ni refi se obi bi efre ni ntirima ono ankasa no kro opeska nkra ni refi ono ane ho se okonya sika ni wi a ensuo ben no benum ni refi enti ene yakoti obi so the nsuo or the excavator si nsuo obo se ohene bi na watutu ntuma ya efra ni bi yes ene de ende tafre wo na odi aba me nana no nya no enu ya dia if you say national security for Ghana Police Service led by the great Yowunu Nshomuna Ofedipa mo shasie me hu se omo bo adwuma pa na eyade a enye se ye tina se ye ne ye ho eko ehona na me ne obi anya adwen because si etimi tina manu kra timi sensan kra ta se obi ya wo ye kwasi broni o metina ha no won tu sika kokko no won fan tu kwan ko ni krom ko ye ni krom yi a na ye bra Ghana ni se mani tu gold na me ne nya adwen me obi anya adwen da na mom die ama me hu se John Mahama still all the difference between MPP and NDC enu wọ́n sẹ́ wàtí abẹ́dwakuo bi a mẹ́ni sẹ́ yẹ fẹ́ ni sẹ́ yẹ abẹ́dwakuo na mẹ́tìmá kan responsible cooperative mining ẹ̀bẹ̀bi a sẹ́ Pedro na dá àmọ́ àná very good that is the difference so ọ̀nkan kyerẹ́ Ghana ní sẹ́ mẹ́ntu gold na ọ̀dẹ̀ wẹ́ẹ̀dì náà yẹ fẹ́ ni responsible no ẹ̀dì ẹ̀mí wù sẹ́ you cannot mine irresponsibly responsibility no or say go be the ekotu mom you have to be very responsible and look na was saying ka omodi adjective very edi animu na a very responsible cooperative mining ni who say responsible no and a highlight adwumadie no say na be ya obi nkonko ye ne sabio haphazardly goda ewo Ghana ha dudu a yatuoi uni say enu wa hamu chichemu miensa go deposit awo Ghana ha upene senka adwuma ru abama ye kwan a na aban so bama ye kwan a upa me ko first excavator Messi studio ha ni entua yebenya gold there is nowhere in Ghana gold ni na ukra were you not surprised they say what say you say Bogatanga gold wo were you not surprised
yes na me surprised
there is nowhere in Ghana gold ni Nemum yetiene say I say top soil ni bi o wa eyetika this say utu kwasie ansan wa ko share good baby o ho so diamonds aye what techo baby o wa bauxite techo manganese baby bebre minerals bebrebe na I say ye pe ho anyantem ena obia di na ni asi gold suna gold ye ni Ghana hanan na ye te say kufodo makoton ye lithium did you ever think say lithium Ghana how many sites and you develop any bauxite free and yet Ibrahim Mahama and a call the friend is saying here now you say you bauxite or
no
so you see Ghana is blessed emu pano na adwen bone aseyema menka se omomo me ka ho obi aka ho si etimi yi adwen bone ni fi ya yetiri we ya esi ekon isu mu a oma we ohia ni nyina ya defo na pese minkunu nya obi pese ono nko aka se o minko na media o me na me ye enunti no o tesi wure ma onye se ewure ya me tiesi mi chemical ya me bi ko wure yi ye bitimi asa be dua enoba bi wo ha ma me amasa ba be di ewu ni afi no adwen boni nti ni afi enti abesre se dwumadie na omampani ade asi nani so enye se wo se ema nkotu good na mo se be responsible enti media me be konkon ha me pese me discuss we na medi manusi enra owura Godfred Mr. Godfred manusi sumina so Dr. Yeni Fache me why onye Godfred na maybe a twam na ne Godfred owura Ayeni ko ba conference na odina no disem tuja. It was very rebuking and admonishing. Say association or no your member association, you know, ade amayosem akatakata womani yem yoma yem influencem ya enye say association ni ye na on my examples me ensape wabra ye pam mame Herita Aban
Herita Aban, yes.
Wabra ye pam Charlotte say any abra ye pam the outgone Chief Justice here Yankopon di o man ho for financing the injustice the chief injustice. Now I couldn't agree more with him how succinct and apt the Attorney General and Minister for Justice was on the podium. She said, "Ni semo kan ni nesi so pepe." Na the man say me ya kono pa no say o kan wo omonim trono o se kananim wo kan omonim wa bra na omo nyina tete ho na eningwase ka won e wo nyame din mu ka say amen na eningwase ka omo no ena na wo say ba president abeyi na no ewiase the kind maybe say the Ghana Bar Association is the most useless association ever to have existed on this planet Earth.
Oh,
the kind
useless.
Yes, because you see, when you outlive your if you outlive your usefulness, you become useless. Uselessness, nene saying. Bar Association, as soon as so, wabra and your mom yano, and yan mom, not any politics, and any bibia. Bibia Bar Association yano, politics. Na kanya sa sema obra ye ni kan se wo ye obi a se bu tie futua e ka we no ye mo ho wa ukọ no wa pimpiri wachi na wa ye introspection no bu sa ho se ehe na mi to sini na ehe fa na me e dia na me ya e be ma enkanko ene enkunudi abama association na ni mate no wa rebati etima se na na ba association say I am not rescinding my comment until further notice because bar association, you know, the only association I mean say for the legal fraternity in Ghana. I feel na matters here say and for say TBM.
Okay.
My say this for so no association. Meaning say Ghana Bar Association, MPP association.
Okay.
And you come more what can MPP for?
Yo.
And until now, what did you go fee? Say, oh, MPP lawyer, BNY, and then Uko lawyer, now go for MPP lawyer. Oh, now say attach here.
Okay.
Who the Ghana Katiano? Also, you can't be my lawyer. Baba, it must say, Bar Association should sit up and do introspection and revisit how an association that is supposed to be a legal association, a legal fraternity, ought to behave in public. And desist from this unruly behavior. It's intolerable. Highly intolerable.
Listo Nanopoku, Executive Director de Magag, Onona Yatin in Kasasuna, former Member of Parliament de Ma Amenfi Central, Honorable Peter Yakwachiaka, and also Yate and Nenka.
The Ramanasa Parliament. I was also Parliament.
Mamma that team Nina say, Miami Jumedi and Hochambia from Nicholas. Mema Muswa, the news papa in a can de bro, or Hibabuama Benny or Ne, Yeniaba Pomachi Cheku, and Tecoso, National TV XYZ Power 97.9 FM. Now, Echna, Yebasasia. Have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.